Hey everybody, welcome back to 3D6 Down the Line. We are in the middle of our Halls of Arden Vul campaign using the OSC system, Old School Essentials. I'm John, I'm your referee, and going around the horn once again, we have...
I'm Mike, I play Goran the Dwarf.
I'm David, I'm playing Onweir the Apostate.
I am Matt, I play Avaricios the Cleric.
How you doing? I'm Squeegee the Goblin.
Oh my god.
That's Ted. So.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm Ted. This is a role that I'm acting. I am not actually an Imperial Goblin.
Pet no longer exists in the psyche. Squeegee has taken over.
God, it's
Okay.
For the
all
record,
Squeegee.
you say, what is your guy's name again?
Squeegee.
No,
No.
David.
Oh,
Onweir.
We're the Apostate, but what is your class? Like, Apostate is not a class.
Oh, I'm an illusionist. Sorry.
Means he's not really here at all.
that's right.
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
so we are in Media Res this time around. Real quickly, they have actually made it down into the actual dungeon of Arden Vul. They have no idea what level they're at, but they're down there.
But they made it.
They're down there. They just got themselves taken for a ride by a bunch of nefarious, exploitative halflings.
There are new pals. Come on.
It's in the future, at least. They have extorted you for a pretty penny, and they've also demanded that you pay them a tithe on your way out in treasure. To which you guys agreed. And no sooner were you in the midst of negotiating that when 4 skeletons debouched from the northwestern
Nice.
the northwestern door, surprising everybody. So you're in the midst of this chamber that is approximately 70 feet by 60 feet square. There are numerous archways and doorways that lead out from every which angle. The halflings came through a gated portcullis that was a little bit down the corridor on the eastern side. In the midst of the room, which is barely illuminated by the torches that are along the sconces and walls, is this gigantic statue of Thoth that has a stone chest at its feet that seems to be built into the statue, which you have yet to investigate because you were just finishing your conversation with Ross Kelly Winterleaf with her spiked hair. Skeletons come rushing in. They yell out, and they come, well, I shouldn't say they come rushing in. They come clattering out slowly with ancient cutlasses, the curved swords, as they kind of step out into the torchlight silently in front of you. The halflings
Human skeletons?
What did I say?
Are they human size?
Yes, human size skeletons.
I'm asking.
Yep,
Human
normal
skeletons. Okay.
normal skeletons, yeah.
All right.
They clatter out, and their jaws gaping, and they come towards you into the torchlight. Ross Kelly immediately drops behind. She does not appear to have a worthwhile missile weapon, while her 5 companions whip out slings and start whirling them around at the same time as you guys, I assume, also pull out your weapons, unless you want to do something else.
I have a question, John.
Mhm.
Relationship between us and these halflings and the skeletons. Are we in the middle? Are the halflings in the middle?
You're basically in the middle. So if we go to Owlbear over here in the Ted's wonderful map, without getting too tactical about it, the skeletons are basically right around here.
Mhm.
Okay, you guys are basically right around here, and the halflings are like right next to you right here. Okay,
And the portcullis in their little hallway is still open.
it's still open, yeah.
And they are preparing to fight, or are they flat out booking it?
You can't tell.
Well, they were
Okay.
They're
whipping
whirling their slings.
around.
Ross Kelly is retreating back behind her fellows.
Right.
So we need to roll for initiative, I believe.
All right.
Unless
So-
does anyone want to cast a spell? Onweir, Avaricios.
Well,
Well, I have a question. Does my turning the undead feature count as
Yeah, that's basically
casting
like
a
spell.
spell?
Mhm.
Okay. That seems appropriate.
Go figure.
I'm going to
Dude.
go out on a limb here,
I think you're safe out on that limb there. Yeah.
and that seems like the thing I can do, and this seems
Mhm.
like the place to do the thing I can do.
Sounds good.
If not
So
now,
I'm going to
when?
do the thing I can do.
All right.
I love that this time you actually get to do it to skeletons and not named wraiths.
Okay. There's no one in melee, so you don't have to declare that. Onwe, are you going to be casting a spell? No.
I am not going to cast a spell.
Okay. Roll the die. 6-sider, please. I got a foe.
Who's doing it?
I'll do it.
I'll do it. Oh no, you go.
Yeah, I think Matt should do it because he's got a spell to pop
And
off.
I make a mess of the bed. Okay.
Ooh.
One.
Did you fumble your holy symbol?
Okay. All right. No good. So, what do you guys plan to do?
I'm gonna book it for the portcullis and look for a lever.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm actually gonna. You know what? I'm gonna roll it. What did I roll? A 4?
You did.
Yeah. Okay. So that 5 is going to be for the halflings.
Oh crap. All right.
So I'm sorry. So what did you say, David? What is Onward doing?
Onware's gonna book it for the open portcullis and look for a lever to close it.
Okay.
I intend to I had my bow and arrow out from before, so I'll take a shot and run for the portcullis.
Okay. You guys have to declare what you're doing, so let's go.
If I do my turn, my turning, I can't move.
You cannot move. You have to stay there. So you're going to be turning undead. Goran, what are you going to be doing?
I am going to raise my shield. I'm going to have out my short sword, which is already in my hand, and I'm going to step in front of the cleric.
Step in front of the cleric.
Aww.
All right. Cool. Okay. So the skeletons are able to clatter up. Let's see. Before you can get going here, what's their movement? Push back 20 feet. All right. So they are basically going to move up as fast as they possibly can, but it's not that fast. So they're not actually allowed to. They are not able to engage with you this round. They do move around the statue though, and until they're basically like right in front of you. But they have not engaged yet. Meanwhile, the halflings who won initiative, they, as they're shrieking, they're like, "Look out, skeletons!" And they're like, Ross Kelly, she beats ass backwards through the portcullis, and she goes, "Let's go, guys! Run quick, back here!" And her fellows they're like, "What?" And then they're like, "Okay," and they drop their slings.
I hate these guys now. I hate them.
Yeah.
They run back, and they slam the portcullis or the gate. It's actually like a door gate, but it's like all just made of bars. You know what I mean? So you can scream and yell at them and swear at them and shoot at them if you want to.
That's something to shoot at them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Turn halfling.
She's like, "I'm so sorry, guys, but this is just the way it goes. Good luck. Don't use edged weapons." Your turn.
I think we should back into the hallway with the portcullis and try and back up. Then the skeletons really can. How wide is that hallway?
10 feet.
Okay, so in a tactical world, right, it would only be like 2 skeletons being able to get to us at a time. Can he move and then try to turn? Or
No,
he
I
just
can't move.
You can't move at all.
I got to do it. I can move on my next turn. Hopefully, we'll.
Oh well, whatever you want to do then, dude. If you decide to turn again, I'll stay here with you.
I've already. My lot has been cast.
It's our turn again, though, Matt. The skeletons moved.
Yeah. So
It's our turn the first time.
No.
Yeah, we haven't done
This
anything
is the
yet.
second time.
Yeah.
This is round 2, bud.
No.
No, it's not.
No,
we
it's
haven't,
not.
We haven't done
anything
yet.
Oh, I thought we were.
They
just
won.
waiting
They
for
won
the
initiative
approach.
and booked it before we did anything.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
You guys just declared your actions.
Yeah.
So now your actions go. So go for it. What are you doing?
All right.
Who's going
it seems
first?
like I should do my turning so we
Right.
can see how it works.
Go
All right,
for
so
it,
I'm going
okay.
to roll 2d6
Yes.
and going to be phenomenal. Okay, there's a 2. Oh, that's a 4, which is not great.
4 total.
4 total.
Yeah, that is not going to do it. You hold forth your holy symbol, casting them out, but they continue to move slowly towards you. Swords raised.
I shake it and look at it like normally this works every time. This has never happened to me before.
They have to face
Okay.
Goran first, though. What do you get? Rest of you guys do?
We're backing up to the portcullis still. We can do that. I mean, them
Yeah.
closing the door kind of changes my motivation.
I think we should pick a different exit, and we should do it fast.
Yeah. What if? I just don't remember the details. If there's so many doors.
There's 3 arched exits.
Yeah.
Besides the one the halfling's in,
And then
You
there's
can see
a
from the
total
map.
of 4 doorways.
Yeah, you can see it on the map.
No, I know. I'm looking at it. I just don't remember. I have
don't
one
think we have
question. I'll make this as quick as possible. Do we have a sense of north, south, east, west as it orients to the overland?
I
In other
do.
words, like you do. I think. Do we want to like head towards where we might vaguely think the well was, or anything like that?
No, there's a bunch of like monkeys and stuff in there, and they'll eat us.
Oh,
Didn't
are
we,
there any
didn't we
other-
see
are
there
there
were a
any
bunch
other-
of monkeys in the well?
My
We
point
think
is
there
are there any exits that we suspect we might be able to access in reverse, and therefore go and flee in that direction, or no? Doesn't matter. Let's just take it. Okay, let's. Do you want to go through the door the skeletons came through and close it?
What if there's like 6 more behind them?
Actually, I kind of like that idea, though.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Just for fun.
Like book it around them.
Yeah, bucket around him and just close the door.
Okay, so they are, they're basic. Okay, yeah, you could go around like the eastern side of the statue if you wanted to. You could probably beat them in that manner as long as your speed is more than 20.
My speed is, in fact, 20. So I will not be able to beat them. But I will take a shot and start moving to follow everybody else.
Okay.
So I'll take my shot. And 11, and I think I don't modify that with anything because of my small and weak nature. So it's just an 11.
11, yeah, it goes, clinks off the stone wall. All
right.
right, David,
And then I keep moving.
okay on where you're moving around?
Yep, moving around.
Gorand?
And we're aiming towards that door in the northeast corner.
Yeah.
Northeast door, the one they came through.
Yeah. We don't have to do this, guys. If y'all don't want to, it was
No,
a funny idea.
we picked it.
No, I love
Let's
it.
do it, man. It sounds cool.
I love it.
I am confused because I declared that I was stepping in front of the cleric, so I don't get to move then, right?
You can change depending on what happens.
But
But
he
the- but
can't move.
Yeah, because
Everisius is
cannot
there.
move.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't move, then he's in melee with them, right? Next turn.
If they win initiative, if the skeletons win initiative.
Okay, well then I'm gonna stick with him.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Alrighty. Top of the round. What do you guys do?
We got this.
Anyone casting spells?
No, I'm going to run. I'm going to run away into
Okay.
the.
Roll a d6. I got a 1.
Mike, I think since you're going to be mailing with skeletons, you should roll it.
3.
3.
Nice. We go
Okay,
first.
cool. All right, so this is what's going to happen. 2 of the skeletons see that Squeegee and Onweir are moving around the other side, and they're going to attempt to cut off your escape to that room. The other 2 are going to continue forward directly into Gorand. And Avaricios, but they're going to have to get through Gorand to get to Avaricios.
Right.
That's their general plan. You guys have one initiative, though, so you can do whatever you want.
So if we move faster than 30, we can still beat them to the door, correct? Or
Yes.
are Matt and I hosed because we did not move last turn?
No, you guys want initiative, so you guys can go. They're not engaged with you right now.
Okay.
They're moving up on you. If you don't
Then
move
the
right
plan
now,
is the plan, right? We're just going to move to that door and we're going to slam the door shut behind us.
Right.
okay. So you move as fast as you possibly can. You go around. This is, to be clear, this is the northwestern door. Right here.
Northwestern door, yeah.
Yep.
And can I take another shot as I'm running?
Sure. Why
Try
not?
and hit a skeleton? Yeah. I'd like to hit a skeleton with an arrow. Feel good about myself.
We should do something to them. I mean, they went
But
to all this effort.
running and shooting, folks, a 3 is probably what happens
Not so
for
much.
most of
Pink,
us
pink.
when we try and run and shoot an arrow at the same
All
time.
right. So Ted, you will have to mark off those 2 ammo because you're leaving them behind.
Yep. So, confirm for me, John. I purchased a quiver of arrows, which contains 10 or 20.
20.
Okay.
And I guess we can make the rule right now. Like, we'll just do 50% chance of recovering spent ammunition if you're in the room.
Right.
I'll basically say like once you, just to keep it sort of abstract, once you leave a room, regardless of any circumstances, you've given up your chance to recover.
That sounds fine.
Okie
The
dokie.
arrow fairies come and take them.
Yeah, and the 20 arrows is also included in the encumbrance of the whole set of a bow and
Right.
quiver and arrows.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that.
All right, they're marked off, John.
Okay, cool.
Don't
All right,
you
so
fret.
you go through the door and you slam it shut, and you can hear the gasps of the halflings. At the same time, there's a little bit of a tittering laughter coming from there, but you don't hear the skeletons at all. Of course, they don't even like bang on the doors, which is on your door, which is a little bit disturbing as you're kind of catching your breath, like, holy shit, okay, all right. So you leave that darkened statue of Thoth behind, and you find yourself in a much smaller room. Ted, are you on your map?
I am ready to go.
Cool. All right. So there is you are in a 10-foot by 10-foot section right now as you exit the door, and then directly in front of you is a T intersection that basically goes to the west and east, 10 feet on either side. So a 30-foot T intersection going west to east. Okay.
John, quick question.
Mhm.
Is there light in here?
There is not light.
Something.
I can see.
So this is
Show off. Okay,
well,
I will.
you can't really though because there's no heat.
Aha!
Everything has heat.
Now you feel bad.
Well, you know what I mean. It's like it's predator vision.
All right, I will light up a lantern.
Okay. And we had a special mark for your lantern. Is that correct? Right. It was like a 20.
I have 18. I have 18 left in my lantern.
18. Okay. 6.
It took 6 to get down the stairs. Shut it off when we went into the room.
Lantern.
Back
Okay.
on again.
Got it. All right. We'll say the battle took a turn. So 1 second. Okay. By the way, it is just to be clear, it is the 2nd of Ligarios. It is about 2:30 p.m. About 2:40 right now. Outside it is gloomy and cool after that day of rain. Okay. So yes, Ted, you're exactly right. Right there, directly in front of you, in the center of that T intersection, is another door. There is on the floor here, there is a thick layer of trash and debris that kind of fills the corridor here. Looks like it's seen like heavy traffic. The stonework is your typical Arcontian. It's unadorned but neatly fitted stonework. Plaster has long since fallen away, and yeah, there is a couple of the scattered trash and a couple of piles as well.
I'm gonna take my short sword and just kind of poke through the trash really quick and see if I can see if any of it is like recent. Like, is any of it like detritus left behind by other adventurers kind of thing, or is this like the funk of 1,000 years?
No, this actually looks like most of it is actually recent. It does look like adventurers stuff and other people who've moved through here. As you are poking through it, using your what? Your sword?
Short sword, yeah.
Short sword, yeah. One piece actually hits resistance, and you hear a jingle. And uncovering it, you see there is a pouch that looks almost to be rotted through, and the glint of coin shines through the threadbare portion.
Nice. Pick it up, count it.
Cool. So unfortunately, the coin isn't that valuable. It's only 13 silver pieces. However, what drops out in addition to that into your palm is a lovely looking aquamarine jewel. And with your expert dwarven eyes, you can appraise that at 100 gold piece value.
Ooh.
So 13 SP and 100 gold aquamarine.
Hey, Mr. Wizard, does this aquamarine help you do your like cool spellcaster stuff?
Let me look. I don't believe aquamarine was one of them. No,
You can look it up while we keep going. All right.
I just looked. It's not.
Yeah, John. While he's as we're not wasting turns on the lantern, while he's doing that, can I peek around that corner?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you
I've got
can.
my
Is there
bow
any
and
more of
arrow
those
ready,
skeletons
John.
coming?
Yeah, so Everest, when you kind of turn around the corner, your light just comes right up against a dead end on either side. So there are solid walls to the east and west.
10 feet.
Yeah, like right where you drew. Yeah.
Or so we are to believe.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's check those for secret doors.
Yeah, I'd like to snoop around for secret doors, and then
Are there any footprints that go through the detritus, John, that go to those dead end doors?
No, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, the trash
I'd
seems
like
to be
to
mostly
search.
collected
That's
from
interesting.
door to door, basically.
Okay.
I'd still like to do a search there.
Right.
Okay.
I will
If you're not
get-
looking
I
for
will
anything
get-
Should you
specific,
be?
if you're not looking for anything specific, you're just going to have to do the normal D6 roll, depending on your race.
I'm looking for a construction trick. New construction, sliding walls, or sloping passages.
Okay.
So I actually have a 2 in 6 chance.
All right. Go ahead and roll that.
Ah, 1.
Okay. So we'll say you were looking at the western one, unless you want to look at the eastern one.
It's fine. Western.
The
is fine.
western one is probably better because the eastern one, I think, is going to lead right up to the stairwell.
No, I bet you the stairwell goes over it, but yeah. Okay.
You did
What's
not
that?
find.
Maybe, yeah.
You did not
Nothing.
find.
Okay.
At the same time,
so-
someone else wants to look at the east.
Yeah, I'll look in the east. Does somebody want to look at the walls? I'll look at the floor. That way we can like focus. Okay, so far. I'll look at the.
Say that again, Matt.
If somebody else looks at the walls, I'll check out the floor to see if there's, focus my energy. Look down there to see if there's like a trapdoor, something going down, as opposed to.
All right, I'll check the walls. Because if it's going to be a secret door in here, it's going to be probably because that staircase is right there. But
Your
there could be
specifics are not
something.
yielding anything, so feel free to use a roll though if you want.
All right,
I'm not particularly. I got the 2. Probably not.
I got a 2 also.
Okay, nothing at all, unfortunately.
And Ted, man, just to settle that, he said that staircase was really steep. So I bet you anything,
it's-
like if there's a
it
passage there, the stairs are going to go like that, you know?
And there's probably a
Yeah,
little boy wizard living under there.
Yeah.
Oh, the boy wizard.
All right, let's
Right.
listen at the door and keep going, guys. Come on.
You want to spend a turn listening
All
at
right.
the door?
I do.
Okay.
Well, David didn't do anything while we were looking for secret doors. Maybe
Oh,
he
yeah.
could spend
Listen,
his turn
I'll,
listening.
I'll do exactly that. I'm listening.
Thank
baby.
you.
That is a 1.
Wow, everyone's rolling really
Nice.
good. All for naught though, as you do not hear anything from the other side.
Right.
Kick that door right open.
All right.
Unless I say otherwise, by the way, all Arcantian doors, which is the section that you're in right now, is Arcantian, are heavy oaken doors. They have handles. Some of them may have keyholes, and they are banded with iron. They will open
Okay.
in whatever direction is most useful for you.
All right. Cool.
Oh, that's nice.
That's awfully thoughtful.
Well,
How
What-
did they even know?
David-
they like you.
I'm gonna push the door open about 4 inches and just take a peek. Through.
Before he does that, John, just a point of procedure. Can I swap out my hand axe with my short sword?
Sure thing.
And my short sword is actually going to go in my pack.
Okay. Make sure you
right.
move around your
Yep.
encumbrance a
All right.
little bit.
and I'm
although-
going to be ready right behind David with my bow and arrow for when he opens that door.
Okay. All right.
I'll just move around so the light will shine through so he can see.
Over their shoulder. Okay. Onweir, you open the door about 4 inches. The lantern light shines through into what looks to be a corridor heading north, about 40 feet before. Actually, I should say your lantern light extends to about 30 feet where it then ends. The light gives out, like the corridor continues to go down, but it goes down at
Right,
least
I'm gonna
30
go
feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and open the door fully, and then I don't know if
You have a
the
quarterstaff?
illusionist should be taking point. So
Do you have a quarterstaff?
I do.
Does anyone else have a 10-foot pole?
Nope. I brought David.
The 4 things like 10-foot pole. What are you talking? That's advanced.
Okay.
What adventuring group doesn't thrive by putting the squishy in the front of the order, right?
None of them. It's the best possible policy.
Once again, this
I'll
looks
tap-
to
Give
I'll
me
tap
the
around on
quarterstaff.
floor.
This does not look to be like dusty at all. Like really, you know what I mean? It's dark, but your lantern light illuminates it. But there is still like a little bit of trash going the length of this corridor.
And
What's
bony
this?
footprints, right?
No real footprints. You know what I mean? It's
What's
it's
this?
stone. So
Sorry, John. What's the ceiling like here? What do we take a
this
look at?
the ceiling is fitted stone as well. It's
No,
not
like-
arched really. It's
No monsters. No
nope.
murals.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything looks okay.
Okay, so we can see about 30 feet,
Let's go.
and David's got a staff, and he's tapping the floor. Let's proceed in.
Okay, moving in, you can see that the it goes for another 10 feet before it hits a door. So it's a 40-foot long corridor north to south. There's a door in front of you. Trash goes pretty much right up to it. And when I say like, I don't mean there's like a line of trash, right? You know what I mean? It's just sort of it's messy in here. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Are there any piles of it, or is it just a loose debris?
Just loose debris.
Yeah.
Adventurers are the worst. They are just the worst, man.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take only pictures and leave only dead bodies.
That's right.
All right, I'm gonna like tap around on the floor in front of me with my staff, but otherwise proceed to the next door and listen at it.
Okay, yep. You proceed, no problem at all. You get right up to the door. It looks to be the same.
All right, roll.
I'll
8,
listen.
6. Oh,
You want to listen, David?
sorry, I did, but you can have a go at it. I got a 6.
I'm much shorter than you. I can listen below where you're listening. Ah, that's a 2, and I have a listen at doors 2 and 6, John.
Oh.
What are your goblin ears here?
My goblin ears here. The hoblets at Isengard.
You hear nothing. Nothing.
Oh crap! All right.
Come on, let's crack that door.
I'm going to look under the door. Like, is there a gap, and do I see light?
No, there is no light.
Okay. Yes, Mike. What?
I said,
Are there any
"Come on,
like
let's crack that door?"
little bony toes sticking under the door?
Okay,
Let's
Let's go in.
who's opening the door?
I'll open
I'll
it.
open it. Ted's opening
You're
it.
so brave.
I'll open it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really close to second level. Please don't. I don't want to die.
Yeah. I'll open it.
Okay.
We'll get you up there.
You open up the door. You find yourself in a 10 foot by 10 foot area as you walk through, and you see that immediately to your left and right in front of you are 2 doors. So there's a door to the west and there's a door to the north. The hallway continues to go down to the east for another 10 feet before there's another door on the east. So there's literally 4 doors. You're coming through the southern one, and the eastern door is about 10 feet down from the rest of them.
Oh, so we got kind of an L. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Say that again.
So the
10-foot hallway to the east with a door at the end of it.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a 10 by 20 foot corridor.
Correct.
Okay.
So there's a lot of trash here as well. This looks to be just based upon the location and like the number of different doors there are here, that this would be like an excellent like guard post or like a crossroads sort of thing. You know what I mean? There's like a lot of different exits and entrances here in a very small space.
Yeah, that sounds
It is
really
a lot.
festive.
Yeah.
We should just sleep here.
That sounds like a
All the doors. Yeah.
I'm feeling sleepy. Turn out the
Alright,
light.
so-
You got enough iron spikes, that'd be a perfect place to sleep. No problem.
Checking the doors, they're all standard as you said.
They are, yes.
No, okay, and checking the ceiling.
All normal. There are empty sconces. I should say that I would probably say, unless I noted it otherwise, that generally there are sconces in these walls, but none of them are lit. You know,
No.
and there's no torches in them. You know, there's no fuel.
Oh,
no
they're
like
torch
garbage.
holding ones, not candle holding ones. Like
Yeah,
you
like
could stick
torch holding
torch
ones.
in.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And there aren't any like somewhat used like leftover torches in the garbage around.
No,
right?
unfortunately not. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
And any of the sconces like pull down and reveal the bat cave or anything like that?
Nope. Not unless you want to take the time to look.
That's what I'm
The
saying. I'm going
candle-
to pull on the sconces and twist them and poke around.
You're gonna do every single one of them.
I mean, how many are there?
There's enough to take a
It's only
turn.
10 minutes. to pull-
Anything significant
All
takes
right,
a turn.
forget it.
It's not necessarily 10 minutes.
Oh, screw it.
All right.
No, I
let's
don't
while he's wiggling his sconces, let's listen at doors.
Um,
No
good,
footprints
yeah.
again, right, John? No signs of scuff on the floors from doors opening or anything like that.
No.
and the 4
Right.
doors, are they identical? Do they all
Yeah,
look the
they're
same?
all
Like
the-
heavy
They
iron
look basically the
banded ones.
same. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say, I mean, there's definitely signs of traffic. Like I said, you know, like this isn't long abandoned. Like people have been through here.
Right. Right. Does there appear to be one door that is less trafficked or more trafficked?
Um,
Oh my god.
that's a good
We're in
question.
a dark tunnel, guys.
That's a
Come
good
on.
que-
Hey,
Let's roll a 4-sided and see where we're gonna go.
I think we should go north or east. I think it's either going to be symmetrical and we can circle back where we came from, or we should go as far in one direction as possible to maybe see an exit.
It does
I
look,
like that.
my two
I like
thoughts.
that plan. I like that plan.
Squeegee, you do see that the eastern one seems to be a little bit more trafficked than the others.
Yeah.
The eastern and the southern one, the one that you came through.
Yeah, so I don't think we should go to the east one. So let's go to the north one.
Let's go north.
Yeah,
I like
let's
it.
just keep going one direction until we hit a blank wall
Yeah.
Okay.
or a dragon.
So you just open the door?
No, we were going to listen.
Spend the turn listening? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What do we get?
You want me to roll? I'll roll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have
go
the higher
Squeegee, go.
chance.
You have the best chance.
2.
2.
Dude, look at you.
All right. What do you hear? What do you hear? Dun, dun, dun.
The results of Grandma Bobby's chili cook-off.
Oh my God.
Okay,
It's your
so
picture of skeleton feet.
Squeegee, you guys all see like the little tufts of hair on the end of Squeegee's goblin ears twitch a little bit, and Squeegee, your heart sinks a little bit as you hear beyond. You probably say about probably beyond a little bit, 30 feet or so. So way off in the distance, you hear like a.
What do you
Brains.
It's gotta be good,
Brains.
right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I dub them zombies. Let's move on.
I don't know what you're talking
Get
about.
that door.
Okay. Western door. I will listen at the western door.
You're like, okay, noted.
Yeah, noted.
Another turn to listen there. Okay.
Do we want to, since we heard something there? Do we want to like wedge a spike or something in this door?
I mean, the sound might just call them.
Yeah, I don't. Let's just.
I mean,
be
not with
quiet.
a hammer. Just can't we just like shove one in there?
Okay.
I
Squeegee.
mean, I don't think iron spikes really work like that. I rolled a 2 again, John.
2
so
again?
finally, this bogus dice rolling system is working in my favor.
It is. There's nothing. You don't hear anything on the west.
All right, let's proudly open the western door.
Open the door.
Fearful, not at all, but bravely.
What's beyond the
Prepared
door?
for the emptiness and wealth on the other side.
You open the door. You see that there a 10-foot.
It's mimes.
A 10-foot length of
Mimes.
corridor spreads out before you. Before it leads, it opens in an archway that leads into a much larger chamber. And Avaricios's lantern shows. Dun, dun, dun.
Untold wealth.
There is a chamber there that is oblong, and in the center of it are symmetrically arranged. There are 4 statues that are all facing inward, and they are holding up a domed roof above them. Now, what's interesting is that you can see that there is another light source coming through an open archway to the north of that chamber. I'll give you the dimensions first before they go into further details. So it's like an oval oblong chamber, Ted, oblong west to east. So it's oval
Along west east. Okay.
Yeah, so it's about 50 feet west to east and 15 feet north to south. So it's oblong in that the corners are all rounded. You know what I mean? That makes
But
sense.
not necessarily egg shaped.
Not egg shaped. Yeah, it's more like a rectangle with rounded corners.
This is not quite to scale because of using a 10-foot. Yeah, I better redo that.
It looks great.
It looks good.
No, it's too big.
It's not
You
perfect.
said it's 15, right?
It's 50. Yeah, 15 north to south. Yeah.
Just halfway up. Yeah.
Yep. Mode. Okay, and
Okay, and then there's 4.
there are 4 statues
like-
that are sort of in the center of the room, so they're each at the they're each like 20 feet in from the sides of the
Oh, so
Yeah.
perfect.
more or less.
And I assume that there is another exits,
We
or no?
Yeah, just to be clear,
There's
Ted,
something
the
to the
room
north?
is 15 feet north to south. That's okay, but there's light coming through the archway to the north, and there is another archway that continues to the west, leading down a 10-foot corridor.
Where's the north archway? Is it right here?
Directly in the center, yeah. Light coming from there, and then directly across on the south, there is a small, narrow, 5-foot long corridor.
Like here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, let's go on in.
I see.
I will creep in, pointing my arrow at dangerous things, and
Okay.
I want to creep up to the point where the north arch goes north, and look around the corner.
Sure. Do you want me to
Carefully.
describe the statues that you're?
Yes, please.
Yeah, while he's doing that, I'll take a look at those statues.
Okay. Yeah. So they're. This is obviously a room with some significance. It obviously signifies something. These statues are all classic Archontian Egyptian sort of things, right? And they're holding aloft. They're carved in a way that they look like they're holding aloft the ceiling. They've each been carved into the likeness of one of the 4 gods of the dead. To the northeast is Osiris, god of the dead. He's in the form of a bearded human with a tall conical cap, holding 2 scepters across his chest. To the northwest, so I guess the statues are like, it's just sort of like their heads like hit the ceiling basically. To the northwest is snake-headed Wadjet, the protector goddess. To the southwest is Ma'at, the wife of Thoth, and she bears in her hands the feather with which souls were judged. And to the southeast is everybody's favorite Thoth and his ibis-headed form. They are 30 feet tall, incredibly imposing, and the walls all around you here, as you kind of swing your lantern around, they all contain pretty intact frescoes, actually. Like the plaster frescoes are still intact, depicting the judgment of the dead and the rule of Osiris in the afterlife. The chamber is almost completely like clean. There's like loose rock detritus and stuff like that, but nowhere near like the amount of like just adventurer trash that's you saw in the previous quarters. Now around that corner.
Yes, because if it's monkeys, I'd like to know.
It is not a flickering light. It's a continual light, like a continual source of light that is coming from somewhere that beyond where you can see from up above near the ceiling. You can see that there, as you look, let's see, this is a chamber that, by the way, there's a 20-foot long corridor, and then it opens up into a chamber. So this is sort of what you're seeing at the end of that corridor. Is a room that is painted with brightly colored frescoes as well. You can't quite make them out. There is what dominates your vision, though, at the end of that corridor, the center of the room at the end, is there is a dais that dominates the entire room. And that is about 3 feet off of the floor and is made of white marble, and it's glowing. It's like it's so white that it's, it's reflecting the light that's in that room. There is something strange, though, that is hovering in the air, unmoving, right above the dais. Something small. Can't quite make it out because it's too far away.
That sounds pretty cool. I mean,
I like it.
The only thing I think that we should keep in mind is it seems like on this north side up here, these are 2 gods that have to do with death and the afterlife, and Thoth and his wife are down here at the bottom. I wonder if like that direction, if it indicates direction is death. Like if there are dead guys up there, and there are probably dead guys everywhere, but
but
thought if this is some kind of
they're all associated with the dead.
Yeah, and Avaricios, you would know that too. This is actually sort of like like lesser known aspects of Thoth and Ma'at. But like when you see them kind of juxtaposed with Wadjet and Osiris, you kind of make the connection.
Because Ma'at has the feather, and she's southwest, so I don't think that directional thing makes any sense.
I'm just curious if this is if it could be some kind of map. I'll just keep it in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What I'm more interested in is, are any of those statues inlaid with gold or jewels, or have secret compartments underneath them, or anything like that?
No, they are not. They are carved of porphyry, of a solid block of it. So it is, but it is not. They're huge, 30 feet tall, right? They're like as large as that statue that's in the center chamber that you were at. But that one was a little bit more ornate, in that it had like the white head, the porphyry body, but the white head of Thoth.
Right. So if we cut all 4 of these out, we just leave one with the halflings on our way out for their cut. We just have to haul these 30-foot porphyry statues out, sell them to those factors, and we're done, right?
You make a
We're
pretty
rich
penny
forever.
if you get 30-foot tall porphyry statues out of here.
Yeah,
Darn
you
right
got to
we
get them
would.
to the
You
hallways
guys,
first.
you guys do that. I'm gonna go tuck in my kids. Just let me know how it goes.
Okay.
All right, cool.
It goes poorly, Matt. Spoiler.
Yeah, it goes. All right, everyone who's still here does not have to carry a statue. All right, everybody, cool.
Gotcha.
Cool.
So the statues don't have any immediate, like apparent value on them, and do the bases have any evidence of it could be hiding anything?
Doesn't
Like
appear
they're
to be so. No.
thick base. Okay.
They are
you
not
guys
on.
wanna-
They are not on plinths. They are,
Okay.
feet flat.
How
on the
about
floor.
I stay here and keep an eye on the north corridor while you guys check out the other 2 corridors.
Yeah, I'm fine to do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Split the party.
We're all in
Okay.
the same room, dude. We're not splitting the party.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Guys are
All right. So, whoever's looking down the western archway. Okay.
I'll look on the
you-
west.
Is that you, Onweir?
Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah.
Sure. So Onweir, assuming that Avaricios just sort of follows you around with the lantern, he shines it down there. There's a corridor, a 10-foot wide corridor that goes directly to the west, to at least 30 feet, where it drops off in the darkness. However, after 10 feet on the southern side, so your left side, there are what appears to be a sequence of slim stone columns that break up the wall. They kind of march down the corridor and then into darkness, right? So instead of a
on
wall,
both sides.
on the southern side, after
Just on the southern side.
after 10 feet, and they march off into darkness, but you can't quite see. They're kind of
Right, okay.
spaced every 5 feet-ish or so.
Oh,
There is a slight smell of rot.
No.
Not overwhelming. Doesn't make you gag, but the something organic and no longer living is definitely in the air, in the vicinity. Meanwhile, to the south, in this very, very tight hallway, it goes down for 20 feet, and whereupon it hits a very small door.
okay.
I'm going to say that investigating the layout basically took a turn. It's about 3:30 right now.
This may not be immediately relevant to us, but just a reminder that one of the rumors that we heard was from the Thieves Guild, saying the crazed wizard Khan feeds on souls with the help of a ghoul army and feigns helpfulness. So if we meet anyone
Okay.
named Khan,
God.
or if we see an army of ghouls, we know where we're at.
We see an army of ghouls. It doesn't matter anymore, dude.
Yeah,
It's
we're
over,
dead.
dude.
Yeah.
Game over, man.
Game
Game over, man.
All right, so where are you going to
All
go? Oh, I should also clarify, too. I said that there was a dais of white marble to the north, right? With something
Mhm.
floating in the air. On top of that dais, there it's like a real striking contrast. There is a solid table made out of some sort of black shimmering stone on top of that. So there's like a 3-foot dais. Then on top of that is a large black table. And then hovering over that table is like a small object just floating in midair.
Gotcha.
I mean, I think that is
Intriguing.
by far and away the most intriguing thing in this dungeon or in this room. It doesn't also smell like rot.
Yep, I like it. So why don't we proceed up the north corridor to the edge of the room and then scope the room out before
Dig
entering?
it.
Sure.
And hopefully, it's not a death ray.
Yeah, I hope it's not a death ray.
Okay.
Make a note of that, John. No death rays.
No death rays noted.
Yeah, thank you.
Just
Okay,
roll-
so
roll some
we're gonna
dice.
move up.
Don't mind me.
We're gonna move to here.
Okay.
Also,
So-
John, so when I move into that corridor with the light, just housekeeping, I'm going to turn off the lantern. It looks I just want to make sure I have the right number of turns marked off. Do I have 4 turns marked off on my lantern? 1,
Let's
2,
see.
3, 4.
Should be more than that actually, because I was counting off turns from when you were moving as well.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 turns have been marked off.
7. Ooh, ouch. Okay.
Okay. So you move down 20 feet. It opens up into a rectangular room. West to east is 30 feet. North to south is 20 feet. Dominating the entire room, taking up almost the entire thing, leaving only basically a 5-foot pathway around is this a rectangular dais. And then basically perfectly set into the middle of that is this table. Okay. The table is made. You can see the reason that it was reflecting the light is that it is made out of solid onyx. It is 10 feet by 5 feet. It is massive. There is a the whole chamber is brightly lit. Like you feel like you're almost in daylight. Like there's this kind of cool light. And there is it looks like there's almost like a small little sun that's up in the top of the chamber, right? Just, I mean, it doesn't hurt your eyes or anything. That just means like it's shedding like daylight, sort of illuminating everything very, very brightly. And you're blinking in this light, and you see that the small object that is floating above the table is a large white ostrich feather.
Oh.
And it's just
Oh.
it's just sitting there in midair.
Like Ma'at's feather?
Perhaps. It does look rather remarkably similar. Except this looks like like a very real feather, not a stone feather.
Right. So the question is it a magic item that we can use, or is it an artifact that will kill us when we touch it?
Why not both?
Yeah, porque no los dos.
Also one of the,
Hey, that's efficient.
Also, one of the stone reliefs outside involved someone handing someone a feather, right? Yeah, baboon.
Thoth's wife holds a feather by which your soul is judged.
That's what it was.
If that's yeah.
I'm lawful good.
Mosaics or any like graphic representation on the walls around this room?
Yes, there is brightly colored frescoes on each wall. On each of the 3 walls, the main image depicts a female deity that you peg as Ma'at. She has an ostrich feather in her hair, and she's handing a feather to a small human worshiper. Other humans bear the feathers before them as they walk into a crypt.
Oh, maybe it's like...
Now, in the background of each of these images is Thoth in his form known as the Recorder. And the upper register of each wall shows worshippers beseeching Ma'at with outstretched hands, while the lowered registers show demons, monsters, and crocodiles. It's kind of a stunning sight, especially because it's all like perfectly lit, like museum lit.
Yeah.
And there's no exits or anything else out of the room?
No.
The light source coming from above, does that seem to be an object, or is it like a
you can see that it is a source, but it's like a disembodied source. Like you can see where the light's coming from, but it doesn't appear to be coming out of an object. It's just sort of like a ball of light that is shedding light.
It's not the bottom of the well.
No.
No, and it's not coming from the feather itself, right?
Nope.
There's a lovely light fixture up there. It's way up.
Yep.
How high up is that light fixture? You said about 30 feet or something like that?
Doesn't say, so I think it would be the default, which I believe is 10 feet.
Oh.
You guys want to hoop this feather or what, man?
I kind of do. I think
Here's what I wonder. If it shows, if the graphics show a little person doing it, maybe if we have someone of diminutive stature, maybe they could be the one to maybe try to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, is that a short joke?
Yes.
I will
have
do
time to make long ones.
I will kneel at the dais first and offer a prayer to Ma'at and to Thoth in pious recognition of the sacred nature of this table and dais.
The walls start to crumble. Just kidding.
We believe you.
That's funny, John. you gotta do this. You gotta do this prayer in obeisance, dude, in squeegee voice, because that's what I want to hear.
Oh yeah,
you don't. No, you don't.
Great.
Continue, Ted. What do you do?
Almighty Ma'at, believe me when I say to you that I am climbing up onto this dais in pious recognition of your great holy statue.
Now you turn into Billy Crystal from Princess Bride. I don't understand what's happening.
Okay, so what do you do?
I climb onto the dais.
Okay, nothing happens.
I haven't touched anything yet.
Okay.
All right, I haven't.
I'm standing in the doorway, by the way.
Yeah, me too. With my shield up like this.
My friend Squeegee, I have an idea for you. I don't know if I'm good to put this on the table.
I'm listening.
One of the things that I've recently purchased. This seems to be, a feather. It's not big. It's not heavy. One of the things that I recently purchased was a ball of twine. Just like
I have twine.
Oh, you have twine. Okay, so maybe we could use that twine to loop it and pull it out without grabbing with your hand. I'm just saying, maybe.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. But first, I wanted to if I can walk around the table, John, and look underneath it, and maybe pass my bow, kind of it's strung. Can I go around the feather? Like they do with a magician?
Yeah, sure. I know what you mean. Yep, nothing unnatural seems to happen.
Checking for wires.
Yeah.
And I don't see any drawer or flip switch or trap door or anything around the other side of the table or anything like that.
Nope. Just you're struck by just the absolute stolidity of the table itself. Is that a word?
If I start solidity? Solidity, sure. I don't want to touch it yet, but I'm move my hand closer. Do I feel energy or heat or sparks or anything crackling off of it?
Nope. Not
He
unless you
does
have
this
some sort of special sense, but
to prove that I have his back, I get behind him, back towards the door.
gotcha.
Yeah, thanks.
I've got your back.
I'm going to
Grab it, baby.
I'm going to touch the feather.
Okay.
And with my just the stem part and beep.
Right. Okay.
And then I roll up a new character.
So you pull the feather. There's no resistance at all. You just take the feather. The moment that your hand basically crosses the threshold of the onyx table, you still have the feather in your hand. The rest of you all see that another feather goes pink and just kind of poofs right into existence, hovering in the exact same place.
This is it's a distribution center, man. We all get these feathers. We all wear them. The undead never touch us. It's great. Let's do it.
When our goblin melts, does it smell bad?
He's actually strangely he's patting himself down because he can't quite believe that he's still whole, but he's still there.
I will put the feather in my hat in a jaunty fashion.
Okay, it looks great.
I'm gonna go run up and grab a feather too.
Ooh, me. Okay, yeah.
No, wait, hold on. Before you do that, remember Sir Robin and the Holy Grail. Oh, that's easy.
That's easy.
Regardless, I'm gonna do it anyway, John. And then I'm gonna.
Right.
Am I dead?
Nope, you're good. You got a feather too.
I'm gonna weave it into my one of my. Oh, I don't have a beard yet.
Oh yeah.
I'm growing it out. All right, so I'm gonna kind of stick it in my hat as well.
Okay.
In my helmet.
Okay.
Right. I will say a prayer. I want to be to be nice. I will also say a prayer. I will bow down and I will come up and take a feather too.
Okay.
I didn't even do that.
Likewise.
All right. Onward takes one as well. All right. Everyone can put down. It is an unencumbering item. I would probably note it as a Ma'at feather. So that's MAAT.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Cool. I'm gonna say that took a turn.
Yeah.
All right. It is now almost exactly 4 p.m. You do not see any other exits out of this room except the one that you entered by.
Right.
Guys, keep going. I'm gonna step away for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. So we want to stay away from the moans and the rot, so that leaves the 5-foot corridor.
Okay. So that, like I said, this is the by far the most narrow corridor that you've been down in this dungeon so far.
Okay.
It's very tight. It's a little bit claustrophobic. The door itself is a little bit smaller, but although it is still wooden and iron banded.
Okay. I will sneak up to that and give it a wee listen.
A wee listen.
A wee listen.
All right. What'd you get?
I will say to the door, "How you doing?" Oh, I got a 1. That's so nice.
Okay, let me check here.
I have a jaunty feather, Matt.
Yeah, you look marvelous. You really look. It suits you.
You look marvelous.
Give me 1 second while I just do a quick little skim through here.
I feel like Alan a Dale or one of the merry men, just put
Mhm.
out a bow and arrow. Not that Robin Hood would have ever had a goblin in his company, I'm sure.
I mean, he was very
I think
progressive
Robin
in
Hood
his
was the
hiring
goblin
policy.
of his company. Sorry. What was
You
that?
do hear Squeegee with your. This is you that made the successful check, right?
It is I.
Cool.
I am the listener.
You are. You succeeded again in hearing something that may put your hair on end. Who knows? You hear what appears to be multiple squeakings of some sort of rodents of unusual size, sticking with the
Ooh.
Princess Bride theme.
Oh, what do you think, guys? You want to fight some rats?
I'm down to fight rats. I'm down to
The
test
rats,
out our feathers.
Also, yeah, maybe maybe the smell of rot or the moan may not be so bad if you have a feather.
I mean, it's a lot of faith in a feather.
But you've got
All
to
right,
have
rats
faith,
first.
man. You've got to
Why
have
don't
faith.
you peek through the door?
Yeah. So, hold on. Basically, I think this is a job for a dwarf.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mike.
What am I doing?
Get her.
Just open the door up.
Which door?
We're at the bottom of the 5-foot corridor.
We went
All right.
south.
Did we
Oh, John,
listen at the door?
I would have had to.
I
spark
did
my,
listen at the door, and I hear the squeaking of rodents of unusual size on the other side.
Nice. I love
I'm
that.
glad you asked.
All right, I will creak open the door just a little bit. Just the
There we
tip.
go.
Okay.
Just the
Open up just a little bit.
giving the rat a tip.
Um,
All right, what do we got?
let's see here.
Death.
Oh, really?
I'm missing something important here. Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Looking at these chambers here. Right.
Why don't we decide like what are or so if you're opening,
I'm
I
right
should
behind
be-
him.
I guess I should be third then because I've got the light.
Okay, you
Yep.
find yourself in the northeastern corner of what appears to be two corridors, one heading west, one heading south. They are both 10 feet wide. Okay, the one that heads to the west, however, slopes down gently. The one that goes to the south continues at a level. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, on both corridors, on either side of both of those corridors, they are lined with burial niches. Okay. The hallways, by the way, are 15 feet high. The niches themselves are 5 feet long. So they're basically like 2 niches per 10-foot section of the map there, right? And they're 3 feet high. And the ceiling is 15 feet high. So there's 5 niches stacked on top of each other. Understand?
Kind of like this, John. Like, just
yeah, but
niches
they're
set into the walls?
they're offset off of the wall, right? Like they're in the walls.
Yeah, they're carved into.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong part of your map. Yeah. Yes, but for each section, for each square there's actually 2 niches, right? Stacked with 5 feet high. So there's like 10 niches per square on one side, right?
All right, so a lot of niches.
Yeah, a lot of niches. Yeah.
And this western corridor slopes.
The western corridor
Down.
slopes. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. And
so it looks like
it
looks like each of the niches used to have a stone plug beneath them on which like family names and images of Thoth were once painted or something like that. You assume, but you could just tell that there's a place where these stone plugs used to be, but it looks like everywhere that you look in the immediate vicinity, all of those plugs have long since been removed. As a result, on the floor, there is tons of pieces of the masonry of those stone plugs, right? Shattered everywhere. There are bones everywhere and general pieces of trash. The litter is so thick here that it actually impedes your movement and actually makes you slower to move. And it's very, very difficult to move stealthily. Like there's no paths that have been like moved through here. It's like, it's like you really have to like move stuff around and like it's causing bone to like causing stone to make sound and stuff like that as you kind of kick your way through, sort of.
Yeah.
It'd be very
how far can we see, John?
30 feet, just like normal.
Okay, so.
And
The corridor goes 30 feet in each.
Yes,
direction.
correct. Yeah, it goes 30 feet and continues on into the darkness.
Guys, I'm not saying that we shouldn't explore this room. All I'm saying is that we rabbited from 4 skeletons, and there's potentially a lot more than that and worse in here.
All right. Well,
So-
I have an idea.
Okay.
I could just perform my little turning trick and see if it gets any result.
Flushes anything out?
Can you do it without a target?
I don't see it. I don't see that it has to have one. It says I may invoke the power of my deity to repel undead monsters that are encountered.
Yeah, I think the implication is that you
Have to see,
you gotta have one.
Yeah, you're presenting it against.
We haven't actually encountered it yet.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
Flushing out the. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I met you with Mike on this one. This is interesting. There's probably been heavily looted. That's why all the little plugs are gone.
We want to just throw whip something down the corridor so it makes noise down there.
I'm down with that because then we can always shut the door behind us if we hear movement.
Yep.
Still
I'll
there.
throw a stone.
Nobody has a sling or anything.
I mean, it's covered in rubble. We can just pick something off the ground and toss it.
Pick a ball and throw it.
Make a big loud sound. I'll pick up the biggest rock I can, John, and just Scottish Games heave it down the hallway.
Okay.
I like
Yeah.
it.
You hear a wee from
Disturbing the
way
rats.
down there, and
Does
lots of
that seem-
scurrying and moving through trash.
Like from the south or from the west or both?
You only heaved it down the western side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to heave one down the southern side, too.
Okay. So when you heave it down the southern one, let's see. You actually hear it. What's your strength, Gorn? 10?
And baby.
You hear it hit up against something solid, but you don't hear the sound of rats.
Like a wall. Right? Or maybe a dais.
Something stone, be in the
I
darkness.
mean, we can see the rock fly. It doesn't fly all the 30 foot, does it?
Would you be able to hold? I don't know. We'll say you can. I'm just going to say you can toss it more than 30 feet is a long way, isn't it? Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I said what I said.
Cool. All right. Guys, let's just give it a hot minute and see if anything starts to stir. And then if not, then let's go explore because we might as well.
Yep, I agree.
I say we go south first if we go in here.
Agreed.
Okay. Let's wait 30 seconds.
Okay.
Do we hear any movement?
So go. So you don't hear any movement. You continue to hear the scurrying of rats, but they appear to either be scared of you or they don't want to come into the light, or they're maybe far away and moved in a different direction. You don't know. But to the south, you don't hear. You hear all that coming from the west. From the south, you don't hear anything.
But that actually could be dangerous, meaning the rats won't go south because that's where the skeletal Tarrasque lives.
Also, I mean, the skeletons we met before, they were pretty quiet guys. They didn't say a lot.
Now, it appears that most of the niches, by the way, which are on either side of you, right? There's tons of these things.
Mm-hmm.
They appear to be empty, but of bodies anyway. But they were definitely meant for some sort of people. You know what I mean? Of some sort.
Yeah.
And there are. Most of them are empty, but some of them do have basically it's more of how much time do you spend searching? If you want to spend searching the niches, there's a chance that you may find something valuable.
Yeah, I would like to spend time searching them, not only for valuables, but for latches, levers, secret.
Yeah, I think if we go south and we don't encounter something that eats us, then searching these niches is definitely worth our time.
Okay, so let's describe what you see when you move a little bit south. So the moment you step 10 feet down to the south, you actually your lantern actually illuminates 40 feet down, niches on either side, and at 50 feet there is an intersection, and in that intersection is another large statue. Okay, that statue is once again of Thoth, as Thoth the Recorder. He is standing on an 8-foot diameter circular pedestal that almost blocks the entire center of this intersection. Okay. So Thoth the Recorder, this is also the way that he was depicted in the background of the frescoes back at the Ostrich Feather Chamber. Thoth the Recorder is seated, ibis-headed, as a scribe, like in the traditional Egyptian seating pose. You know what I mean?
Yep.
On his lap is a book where he records the deeds of the dead. The left hand holds the book down on his lap, while the right hand holds a quill pen.
Right.
Okay. The main
Didn't we see this same image of him outside on the pyramid, or was that a baboon that was seated like this?
There's a baboon, yeah, that's right.
Baboon.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is also an associate. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So the main block of the whole statue is onyx, similar to the table where you found the feather. The ibis head is ivory, so once again you have that sort of dark body with the white head. The book and the quill are also made out of ivory, so they also kind of juxtapose with the darkness. Ivory, yeah. The ibis head has no gemstones in it, but it looks like the holes of the eyes are empty. Like there was at one time, maybe something in there. Avaricios, you actually know that is actually debatable. Like, yes, maybe it was inset with gems, but you know that in his aspect as Thoth the Recorder, the empty eyes, he's often depicted with empty eye sockets because it's supposed to be to show the unfathomable and limitless nature of knowledge.
Well, that may be unlimited, but I will tell you that it looks like these corridors connect, and there's a very good chance the skeletons could just decide they wanted to loop around instead of coming through the door again. They could be in this corridor because it connects up with the halfling room there. Do you see that?
Let's just look. I mean,
yeah, let's keep.
I'm just warning you.
Yeah,
I think we should look around, but
you can also see that the statue, there are seams in the stonework at wrist, elbow, and shoulder on each one of them, on each of his arms. And there are, as I said, this is an intersection, so you would have to like really approach the statue because the statue dominates the entire intersection to sort of get a feel for it. But it looks like there are 10-foot wide corridors that branch off in every cardinal direction. You were coming from the north.
That was my next question.
I'm thinking back to the images that we saw on the steps. See if there's because I know that there were various positions that people were in, and taking a look, checking my memory banks to see.
We also got a lot of good. Look to the arms. Thoth's knowledge and his wealth remains hidden, but I know how to unlock it. Look to the arms was a rumor.
So why don't we start with the niches?
Yeah, I think we start with niches. Let's search them real quick.
Okay. So I'm just gonna do it like I'm gonna tell you how long it will take to actually get anything useful.
Okay.
So you would have to search for at least an hour.
Oh my!
That means 6 turns with a chance of being able to find something valuable. There's so many niches.
And is that a encounter check every 10 minutes?
I'm not going to tell you how many random encounters, but it would be quite a few.
I'm okay with it, but that's up to you guys.
This feels to me like John telegraphing like risk versus reward. It doesn't feel like a good thing to do.
Well, it's just it's a lot of time, right? 6 turns.
What if we we might be able to come back to this. What if we pick a section, search it now, and then move along, and then we can come back and pick another section later. That way we can kind of maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't, but we don't have to spend a ton of time.
I don't know. Yeah. I think
on the other hand,
practically speaking, John's gonna have to like make a roll
This is why we're
So
here.
segment,
Is to
yeah.
search for stuff and find
Exactly.
things.
I mean, we're here.
Yeah,
because
I
we
got
know
it.
these-
I go along with the group. That's fine. I'm just throwing it out there.
Let's just do it.
I'm just concerned that we've opened like 9 doors and said we probably shouldn't go through that one already, so let's just do one.
All right.
I mean, we're here.
No, yeah.
Nothing's immediately
Let's
leaping
search it.
out at us.
Why don't we
Let's
spend
search it.
half an hour and we'll pick one side and we'll search one side.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what John was.
Not really, but I can make it up.
I mean, if it takes an hour to search everything, it would take half an hour to search.
All right, let's just take the hour and see how long
Let's
it takes
just
for
take
us to
the
get
hour.
eaten
Save
by
John the
carrion
effort.
crawlers.
Yeah. While this is do one of you want to stand watch or something, or like?
Yeah, I'll stand watch.
All right.
Okay, you carefully. Now,
Let's put
how
the
far
lantern on the floor.
are you basically going? Are you only searching the niches in the drawn part of your map, the part that you've actually walked down? Or are you going to venture into where, like, down the western corridor? Are you going to venture around the statue? Or are you just going to be like in this section of corridor?
Why don't we go down before we do the search? Why don't we go down the western corridor and see how far it goes down real quick?
I agree.
Well,
Let's scope out the other.
that's not a bad idea, but I just wanted to clarify: would the hour just be this southern corridor, or did you envision more corridor in that hour?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to screw you guys over. I'm going to give you, I don't know. Whatever,
Okay.
whatever you
We'll
want.
go check the other.
Let's
Let's check
just
the
pull
western
down
bit.
the hour lever. Yeah, let's do it.
Check the western bit. Do the search.
Okay, so you look down the western corridor. Once again, it goes down. Shining your lantern down. If you march down a little bit carefully, once again, remember how you have to move very, very slowly. You also have the feeling that should you need to fight in this area, that it's going to be very, very difficult in order to maintain your balance and dexterity and your ability to move around.
Right.
So it slopes generally downwards. You're not like going to like another level of like the dungeon or anything like that. It's a gentle slope.
Okay.
And it goes down 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes down 50 feet before it hits a wall, and you can see that it turns directly south.
I get the sense this is like a square.
And it
Could be.
Yeah, all lined with niches. Okay. You hear rapid scurrying, as something is running away from your light from around that corner.
All right. Do we want to keep going around the corner?
Yep.
All right.
All right, looking around again, you it continues down for another. It goes down south, niches on either side, past your torchlight, at least 30 feet.
Let's go.
This is flat, by the way, so it levels off once you round the corner. Now it's like at a lower level a little bit, but it runs flat along here. Okay.
Okay.
So lot of detritus down here as well, and there's a heavy smell of poop, of feces.
Poop.
Oh,
Like rat poop
Mm-hmm.
or tiger poop.
Right.
Oh, come on, Ted.
all right. So I don't want to keep going this way because it's hard going. It's like going up, and we're going to trip and fall if we have to run. Let's go
Yeah, but
back.
I'd like to know if it connects with this corridor.
Let's see if it does by going around the other way because it's
Okay, so as you keep moving downwards, okay, your light finally illuminates, which appears to be like a huge mounded, about like 3 feet tall nest of trash and litter and stuff like that. And as your light moves over it, it basically explodes outwards with dozens of rats, but also along with those normal sized rats that basically run basically beyond your torchlight and appear to round a corner that heads to the east. This nest appears to be in a corner. As well, jumping out are 6 sizable rodents of what's the word? What's the line? The rodents.
Unusual
size.
size.
Yes, and those rats are not running anywhere.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
And now you guys are not right on them, but they're right at the edge of your torchlight, so they're about 30 feet away. Ted, for mapping purposes, this goes down. So once you round the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, goes down for another 100 feet, so 10 squares.
The corridor does?
Yeah.
Straight south?
Yeah, starting, this is the start block. So this is 10, 20,
20,
30, right? Okay.
Okay, and that did I get the rat pile in the right place?
No, it's at the very end of that. So at the end of that 100 feet is where the rat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was not envisioning we were going down that far. Okay, I get it. So we did not encounter any branching along the way. Is what
No,
you're saying.
and this is all lined with these niches, right?
Okay, so the rat's nest is here.
Yes, that's correct. And then it
More or
right there,
less,
it
okay.
actually turns a corner
Goes
right
east.
there and heads east.
It goes
yeah.
east.
It goes east. Yeah. And you have not looked around that corner, but that's where you saw all the smaller rats like disappear. Okay. So,
Right. Okay.
And once again, there, you're having a real tough time moving through here. It's going to be very difficult. And I'm going to say that just exploring, because your movement was much lower than normal. I'm going to say 2 turns have passed just getting to this point, right? As they explode outwards. Okay. And then they're like, wow, and they bowl over all this trash and come straight at you. Anyone casting a spell?
Nope.
Okay. Roll for initiative, please.
Who's up?
I think it's
I
me.
did bad last time.
Oh, David rolled it. He rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
an
Cool.
old-
That's
I
great.
did
I
not
got a
roll
5. All right. So,
you didn't roll a 6?
That's an earlier roll I didn't clear, so I don't
Oh,
know.
you bastard.
I hate to say it.
That's a bummer.
I mean,
All right,
we
I
could
got
just use the 6. It's fine. I mean,
You
who
want me to
cares?
roll it? I'll roll. Okay, there you go, Mike. Roll 4.
4. Okay. All right. So,
Yeah.
you guys lost. What do you guys plan to do?
Apparently,
fire
just
an
eaten
arrow.
by rats.
Fire arrow.
Yeah.
General intentions. Just let me know what you're doing.
Back up slowly and shoot an
Yeah,
arrow.
backing up slowly and holding my quivering with my staff in my hand at the
I've
back
got
of the line.
yeah, I've got a lantern and my shield, so I'm just backing off with the lantern.
Okay.
You're
and
gonna put the
shield.
lantern down and pull a weapon out, and we just stand and fight.
I guess so, because we're not going to be able to run. Sure, I'll
Yeah,
set the lantern down and take.
You're not
out my mace.
outrunning these rats, dude. There's no way.
Yeah, we're not running.
So yeah, prop the lantern up in a niche or something where it won't get knocked over.
Oh, there's a good idea. Okay, set the lantern in the niche and take out my mace.
Okay. Cool. Goran.
The skeleton in the niche says, "Thank you." It takes the lantern.
I've got it.
I'm gonna try and find. Are any of these? There's no detritus for me to stand on, right? There's no like rubble or rocks or anything like that.
Nothing steady. No, unfortunately not.
It's
All like an obstacle.
I'm gonna back up, ready my shield, and attack the first rat that comes up to me.
Okay. Cool. All right. So they basically rush at you. I'm going to say that I'm gonna do some random rolls here. Let's see. There are 6 of them that are coming directly at you. I'm going to see how many of them are just going to be more about survival and how many of them are actually like defending their home. Okay.
Okay.
So there's 6 of them. I'm going to roll 1d6. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me see here. Okay.
And you said they're large, right, John?
Yeah, they're giant rats. Yeah.
Like-
So this is what happens. The all 6 of them lunge towards you, and you guys are all ready to like, oh fuck, here they come. 2 of them actually go actually try to scurry along the walls and not try to get you, and they actually kind of move past you unless you try to stop them. Okay. 4 of them actually lunge right into you though, and so that makes it easy for me. So we'll just say there's 1 on each of you as they come at you, and this happens like before you're actually like able to bring yourself to bear, right? Like, and you're stumbling like, oh fuck, and you're backing off and getting your shields and your weapons out. And here they come. Here they come. Where's my stat block? There it is. All right, here we go. First one up against Goran. I got probably a miss. What we got here? Got a little bit of that's a straight up 9.
AC 16.
No good. All right. Up against Onweir is going to be a 5 is no good. Up against Expeditious. That'll be good. 19 is going to be a hit, right?
Oh, ouch. Yes, that one stung.
Ooh, and an
Actually
18
goes
against
right through him.
18 for Squeegee is also going to hit, right?
Oh, really?
I think so, right? All right.
Yeah,
hit-
I have a 17 AC. It's
All right. They hit you both, and they're going to deal... Expeditious is going to deal 3 points to you.
Ooh, ouch. Okay. That hurts.
Oops. Sorry, that disregard that roll. That's a 4-sider. I didn't mean to roll that. Oh wait, no. Everisius, I rolled a 3, right? It's gonna deal 2 points to you.
Okay.
Ted,
Ouch.
you're gonna take 2 points as well.
Okay.
On the bite. I need both of you guys to make saves versus poison.
Oh God.
Okay.
Hit the number or higher.
19, baby.
Ooh, squeegee. Goblin blood.
I'm trying
Goblin
to beat,
blood.
I'm trying to beat an 11. Here we go.
Okay.
Come on, man. Oh, 15.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So they tear into you. You're like, oh, geez, this can't be good as you wrench your arm away. But you're like, okay, all right, okay. As all of you guys are now engaged with melee with these rats, it is bottom of the round, your turn.
Gonna thwack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
these guys are.
Quick question. They got the jump on me, meaning that my bow and arrow I don't get to use because I'm now in melee, right?
Yeah, you're now in melee. Yeah. So you would have to drop
Okay.
the bow.
All right.
Everyone
need to
has
look
because of the situation with your footing, everyone has a -1 to attack.
Okay.
Okay, that's
And your movement, by the way, is like in terms of combat is halved. So whatever your encounter, your EN movement rate, that is now halved.
Okay.
well, I'm going to try to hit the rat that bit me on the head.
Okay, go for it. Everyone's got an enemy, so feel free to just throw me some numbers here.
Oh, that's pretty good actually. That's a 17.
Ooh, that'll do it.
-1. There we go.
Yep.
And I believe my D6, correct? I think so.
Wee.
I will whack him good. Let's see. Oh, that's 4 points.
4 points. All right. What is this? Your staff? What is this?
I have a mace.
A mace. All right. You smash his skull and gone.
He's dead? They
Yep,
killed
dead
him?
in front of you. Uh huh.
I'll go.
Okay.
Oh.
What'd you get?
Yes, I got a 17 -1,
That's
so
it.
16.
Yep.
And I roll an 8-sided 6.
6. With your sword.
Nice.
You stab
Actually, my hand axe.
hand axe. Cool. All right.
I rolled a 7, so I miss.
Oh no. Okay. Your staff, I assume, goes
Yeah,
wide.
staff.
It lunges at you again, fending off your advances. Not those kind of advances. Squeegee.
Oh, hey.
It took a weird turn.
Yep. Okay. So he's been down in the dark a long time. Squeegee will drop his bow and use his action to pull out his hand axe.
Okay.
It's not a quick draw weapon, so
Yeah. Okay. Shit. You pull it out.
Yeah.
Backing away the
Yeah.
entire time. Okay. Top of the round. Spell. Now everyone is engaged in melee. So now you have your opportunity at the top of the round to tell me that you're moving within melee. That can be one of two things. You can either fighting withdrawal, which does not leave you open, which allows you to move half of your normal movement, and you're already at half, so it would be half of that again. Understand?
Yeah.
Or you could do a full retreat, which is your full movement away, but you would leave yourself open to be attacked with, with a bonus for the enemies.
All right.
Does anyone want to do that?
No.
No, nobody.
I'm
okay.
going to be moving to help.
Don't tell me. We have to roll for initiative first.
Oh. Who's rolling?
6.
I'll roll.
I think it's Anwar's turn.
That is a 4.
Okay.
That
Son
didn't
of a
do it.
bitch.
So I won. So now you can go ahead and declare what you're going to be trying to do.
I'm going to be trying to assist Anwar with his rat.
Okay.
So there are only 2 rats left, correct?
That's correct. Yeah. Squeegee and Anwar.
I'll be hitting my rat as well.
All right.
I will.
guess
I will strike a rat.
I will help Squeegee.
Okay. Cool.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. All right. I'm going to make they saw 2 of their guys die. They saw 2 of them run away. They're going to be making some morale checks. Gotta love it. Here we go. What do I need to hit? I need to hit it or oh my god, I always forget this.
Hit it.
One
Hit
moment,
it.
please.
Hit it. Reticulating splines.
Articulating splines. I hit the number exactly, which is why I have to look this up. Apologies.
It's all right.
Morale.
I have
You
this
need an
image
intern,
of,
John.
I have this
You
image
just-
of our characters just like standing there waiting.
Yeah.
Are they scared or are they not? So you roll 2d6, compare it to the morale score. If it's higher than the score, the monsters will surrender or attempt to flee. If it's equal to or lower, they will continue to
Okay.
fight. And he hit it. They
And
hit it.
deliver.
They hit it exactly, so they're going to stay.
Okay.
All right. So lower is good for me. That's what I have to keep.
Okay.
Lower is good for me. Okay.
Ugh.
All right. So we have. So they are going to continue to assault the people that they were originally on. So Squeegee and
Okay.
Onweir. Here we go. Onweir first. 13 AC Onweir.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. I'm going to do 2 points of damage. I need you to make me a saving throw versus poison, please.
Right. Let's see. I rolled a 5.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
you've got tetanus
Uh,
and rabies
And syphilis.
and the bleeding piles.
okay.
Wait, what
So
was he doing with this rat?
I'm gonna put you in the.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We're gonna figure this. You are poisoned right now. There is no additional effect, as you can tell right now. We'll do some more fun rolls when combat's over, if you live.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna put him in a niche.
All right, but you're like,
All
oh, that didn't feel good, as you feel
Yeah,
something
exactly.
course into your veins.
Oh no!
Squeegee,
Does it look like this?
Yo,
16 is a hit. I assume.
miss.
Miss.
I'm AC 17.
Oh, damn, Squeegee.
Baby.
All right, cool. So you're able to dodge out of the way, tripping over the obstacles, but you're still good.
That's right.
All right, it is your guy's turn. So there's still the 2 rats on top of Squeegee and Onweir.
May I strike a rat, please?
Please.
Oh, -1, you said?
Yeah.
9, I'm afraid.
You may not strike a rat.
No, not
I
gonna
may
do
not
it.
strike a rat.
No, you
I'll give
trip
it a
over
go.
a piece of detritus and your blow goes wide.
The narrator says he did not strike a rat.
He did not strike a rat.
Okay,
All
so
I'm
while
gonna
the
whack
rat-
it. Sorry, go ahead.
While the rat is distracted with his
That's
base,
right. Distract the rat.
Take my swing. That's a 12.
12 is a hit.
Yes.
What?
All right. I've got you, my friend. I've got you. Here we go.
Oh, that's great, laddie.
I'm going to do 2 points of damage to this rat.
Squeegee, you are no longer facing a rat. As
Aha!
you are now facing a blood-spattered Avaricios in front of you instead.
Oh, that's a good look for you, man. It's
All right, Onweir.
Go
Oh,
David, go.
I may have found my true calling.
One
Go
left,
David,
Onweir.
go.
That is a 14.
14 is a hit.
I don't actually know what a staff is. That a D4?
No, it's your hit
class
dice.
whatever your
Oh
hit dice
right,
is.
God. I never attack anything, so it always just
Yeah.
falls away.
The beauty of my house
Well,
rules actually get to come into play.
My hit dice is still a D4, so
Yeah.
I do 1 point of damage.
1
Oh,
point.
half a rat.
You did the one kind of damage that will not kill the rat, which is 1.
Yeah.
So you beat it about the head ferociously. It squeals at you, but it hangs on as Goran steps up.
Come on, Goran. Bring the pain.
Goran got a 10 with the -1.
Oh, can't do it though.
Nope. This is a no pain Goran
Yeah,
situation.
Goran can't
Okay.
get the sword to bear without. He knows he's going to have to. He would jab out. It has just as good a chance of jabbing Onweir in the side.
Sorry, homie.
Very judicious of you, Goran.
That
But I
is
bet you was
bottom.
gonna roll another morale check.
Anyone going to move out of melee?
Nope.
No. Roll for initiative, please.
I think we're all going to gang up on this rat.
I got a
I'll
5.
roll. I'll
All
roll.
right.
Ooh,
Goran's turn.
4. Sorry.
4.
Ah,
What do you guys plan to do?
Ugh.
Just beat up on this rat, I assume.
Yeah,
Dogpile
all
the
right.
rat.
Dogpile the rat.
Continue
Okay.
to beat upon it.
The rat, I'm thinking, is not going to even bother making morale check. It's going to try to beat ass away from here. So it is going to do a full retreat and attempt to escape up the eastern corridor, the one that you have not gone
Right.
through yet. So it is going to do that, and it rushes away as fast as it can go. It is able to clamber over the debris faster than you can. So unfortunately, unless anyone has a missile weapon to bear right now, will not be able to attack it.
I'm gonna whip my hand axe at it. Phew.
You can actually do that.
That's a great idea. If he misses, I'll do it as well.
What's the short range on the hand axe?
I can look it up. I don't actually know. I don't think.
Oh my!
Hold on,
God.
I have it right here.
How long
Hand
have you been
axe.
playing this game?
John, it's 10, 20, 30.
10, 20, 30. Okay, so unfortunately you don't get the short range bonus. So, but you do get so you're basically at your normal -1. Go ahead.
Well, I hit a 14.
Oh, that'll do it.
Nice.
I don't even think you need to roll because that was the one that was hit, right?
Yeah, but I want to roll.
Okay.
Roll it.
7 points of damage.
Wow.
Sweet. Cut
Yeah.
a rat in
You
half.
end it squeak as it scatters into it basically rolls bodily into a bunch of
Gorand Rat Slayer, my friends. Gorand
Nice.
Rat
I
Bane.
love it. I
You
love
did
it.
you
The
did
rat
about
bane.
as good as the cleric. Good job.
All right.
You can be
Everyone got their hits
Mauricio's
in.
Rat Bane.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so a turn went by from the combat, breathing heavily, carefully. You see that you have fully disturbed the nest itself, and it appears to have revealed that they collected more than just trash.
Sweet.
Rat's nests are known to be treasure piles, man. Let's get in there.
Yeah.
There is some good stuff here, but first you're like, oh, look at that, and then you hear like a
Oh, and then Onweir falls over.
So let's put you in the let's
Oh.
put the hands of fate in your own hands there, David. So the disease has a 1 in 4 chance of being deadly, and by deadly I mean you will die in 1d6 days. So
Nice.
we'll just keep it right out in the open. We'll just have you roll for all that shit. So you have a 25% chance of dying in 1d6 days. So
I love that. All right, rolling a d4.
if you roll a 1,
Right.
you are fucked.
Roll a 2.
Whoa. Oh, good. You get to keep on here for another session. Okay. All right. So so even though it's not deadly, you are sick, and you're going to be bedridden for a long time. Now, in the book, it says like 1 month of being bedridden. I'm not going to be like that nasty. I'm just going to tell you straight up. I'm just going to, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be that bad. What I will say though is that if you do not find a safe haven by the end of the day, the disease will turn deadly.
Oh. That seems
Guys,
Okay.
I say we boogie back up to the inn. You know what I'm
Run,
saying?
baby.
I mean, we should get some stuff from the rat garbage.
Let's see what
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rats have.
By the end of the day,
I say-
I'm technically going to say, just so we're very, very clear, I actually mean like the stroke of midnight. Okay, so
Okay.
right now it is exactly 4:40 in the afternoon.
I think we also have time to loot all the niches. So we do the rat nest and the niches, and then maybe we get out of here.
Let's do it. That sounds good.
Let's start with the rat's nest, because the only thing
Yes.
I'm going to say about that, though, Squeegee, is that John is going to start rolling for wandering encounters if we're standing around for an hour searching.
Now
like,
Yeah,
we're down a man.
I get it. But
Okay.
like, remember,
let's see
to come
what
back,
we find in the rat's nest first.
Yeah, unless it's a real pile, we got to pay these fucking halflings again to come back. So I think we should maximize our take.
Yeah.
Before we leave.
There also might be skeletons running around in the room that we need to go through to get out.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. All right, what's in the rat's nest, John?
One moment, looking at one item in particular.
I hope it's a goblin-sized suit of armor.
I want a flaming longsword. Give it to me. God damn it.
I'd like a aquamarine and possibly a barrel. Can we have a barrel?
You can.
Oh my God.
Was that your birthstone?
Perhaps a precious jasper.
Mm.
Yeah. How about a sapphire? Sapphire would be
Ooh,
real
you're
great.
a fancy man. John's just rolled the apparatus of Quailish and doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, it's complex. Give me a second. Okay. Jesus.
And a Vecna right there in the rat's nest? This is a weird roll.
Okay. So there is a bunch of cool looking stuff here. There's a bunch of coins. There's a bunch of gems. And there is one very, very strange looking item as well. So first off, the very, very strange looking item. It looks to be life, like a normal size torch, but the torch is actually made out of solid gold.
Ooh.
Okay, so it's like it's
Interesting.
looks like solid gold. It actually looks like it looks like the Statue of Liberty's torch, right? So there's actually
Yeah.
like a stylized flame as well,
Yeah.
right? Made out of solid. It looks like to be made of some sort of yellowish metal. Looks like gold to you, lying there.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
now, let's see. Onweir would probably be the first to notice this. There seems to be around the flame, the stylized flame of it appears to be like light is actually being sucked into it right around it, like a little bit of nimbus of like hazy darkness is like right around it,
Interesting.
right?
Love that.
Like a definitely like an ominous bad vibe around it. Okay?
Love it.
So that immediately draws your eye. Okay, but in addition, there's a whole bunch of other shit. There is,
Okay.
and you will have to be careful with your encumbrance. This is one of those classic early
Okay.
D&D things. There are 459 silver pieces,
Okay.
which would be 4 slots, I believe, right? 4 citrines of 50 GP each. There is a large pearl, which is really nice looking, like fat pearl. Looks to be about 500 gold worth.
Wow.
2 aquamarines, each worth 100.
2 what?
Aquamarines.
Did get aquamarines.
How much
There
are they
it is.
worth?
They're each
100?
worth. They're each worth 100 gold pieces, and there is a small, thin, like very feminine-looking gold ring with a lapis lazuli in it. Lazuli.
Nice.
Lapis lazuli.
Lapis lazuli in it. Worth 500 gold as well.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wait a
This is the
minute.
best
Good
haul we've
store.
ever had,
Yeah.
guys.
Wait a minute.
Ever.
Wasn't there something with the dead guy that we met a long time on the way in with his girlfriend and some lapis lazuli thing?
Yeah, let me look.
Was
Was
that his girlfriend's thing?
am
I just crazy?
Yurtle seeked Naima. It was a pendant.
A pendant. Okay.
Gotcha.
Good thinking though, Matt. That's good.
Very
memory.
Yeah, good memory, yeah.
So close. So close.
Yeah,
Well, if you put
yeah.
the string around the ring, Oh well.
Yeah, we could try it. He might be fooled. No.
I love this idea. Bamboozle a ghost.
I mean,
Guys,
he doesn't have a brain.
Without counting the silver with that one aquamarine or whatever I found earlier, and not counting the 459 silver pieces, we just got like 14 or 1500 GP worth of stuff, dude.
And I think we cut John off. John, were you done, or was that?
I was done.
I mean, feel free to go on.
Keep
it's
going
fine.
if I must. No.
Not to mention the potential mace of disruption.
Yeah. So that's all you got. All of the gems are small enough, including the gold ring, that none of them count as encumbering. However, you do have to account for the silver pieces if you want to take it.
Nice.
All right.
This
All
is
right.
why
So-
gems are like
We
the
do.
best.
So, John, if 400, yeah, gems are great. If 459 silver pieces account for 4 slots total, we
Yeah.
could each divide it up and we could each have 1 slot of silver, correct?
Yep, I got room for 2 or
Yeah.
3 slots, so it won't change my encumbrance.
You do
Me
have to
too.
account for the other 59, just because if there's another 31 coin that you have, that would bump you up to another
Yeah.
slot. You know
I've
what I mean?
actually got 3 slots available, so I could
Yeah, I
take
have-
like 259 silver, and then each of you guys.
I have 4 slots available.
Yeah, all right.
I don't have any without getting further. And I will drop
Yeah.
down to 10 if I take.
Fine.
it.
No, don't
fine.
do
I
that.
can carry it.
We'll carry it. We'll carry it.
And don't forget to
Um,
my house rules about using, if you want to break out your sack,
Yeah,
that gives you even more, but then you're carrying the sack, right?
So how many
Right.
slots
Not-
total do we have in coinage?
So
159 gold or silver, I should say. And-
each 100 is a full slot, and it looks like John's saying that we don't have to worry about the 59 until we hit the 100.
That's correct, but I'm assuming that you have other coin on you, so maybe you would hit another 100 with that.
In
Yeah.
fact, actually, if I have enough coin on me that I'll take 159, and that'll be then the 2 slots for me.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then
I'll take. Go ahead.
everyone
I
else
was
takes
gonna say-
100.
Well, not Matt because he's already
I'm full
overloaded.
up. I mean, I'm about my lantern. I'm about to have to dump an oil flask to refill the lantern, so I'll have 1 slot.
Okay.
Okay.
But what what we should do is plan ahead for the assholes who stopped us on the way.
Yeah,
What-
so I'm gonna put all of the gems in a small leather sack and jam it up my asshole.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, that's so gross. Wait.
Oh,
No,
nope, I help him shove it up there. Let's get it in there.
Look,
I mean,
Get the 10-foot pole. And
I've got my
real talk. Swallow them. I mean, seriously.
I've got my flask.
I would give you another
Just put
slot
them in there.
for
Right?
your.
Just put them in my flask. It's fine.
your
Let's
prison
keep out-
pocket, Mike. Put
let's
them in the
keep it-
prison pocket.
Let's keep it looking real, like we keep one out. Like, hey, we got this, but we have like a sack of the silver, like 10. Let's count out, 10% or whatever. Keep it ready. Like, here you go, and then we just like.
So the rest
Yeah.
is going in your backpacks, right? You're just gonna like hope that you don't jingle too much.
No,
and-
I'm jamming on my. I'm jamming. I'm not kidding.
That's
I
so
think we can all
gross.
swallow them, dude. Look, I think David's point is it's less gross, but we can swallow them. We're gonna have to wait for them to come out. That's the only thing. We won't.
Yeah.
How are
It's
you
like a
swallowing
bond.
the coins? What do you? What? Okay, this is
Not the
No,
coins,
swallow
the
the
gems.
not the coins.
okay.
The gems. We're
Still,
hiding the gems.
this isn't that easy.
You
What was the
tell
cut-
you've never taken a horse pill? Come on.
Come on, John.
These are not like
what was
like
the-
gel caps. These are like rigid, faceted.
Hey, the guy in Conan does it. We can do it too. No, what was the cut that the halflings wanted? Was it
They wanted
25%?
they wanted 10%.
I believe so. Yeah, I'll double check.
10%. So we count out 45 gold or 45 silver.
Put it in a bag.
And
we don't want to lose a bag, so we'll just like dump it.
I say we go back. We wait for them to open the portcullis and come try to hustle us down. We accidentally drop the bag of silver all over the floor, and while they're trying to pick it off the ground, we run over and we lock them out of their own base.
No, there's gonna be a whole bunch
no,
more.
because
in
we
there,
got to
dude.
get you into a hotel.
Yeah, we got to
That's
get
true,
you
that's
to
true.
a secure area.
All
right.
All right.
I will,
No,
I will
tell you what.
legit jam them up my ass. I don't care, dude. Let's just get it done. Come on.
Yeah, hide the gems. And is there like a scrap of cloth or something in the niches we can make a little pouch for the 45 silver?
Sure.
Yeah, so just tie it up, twist it up, a little bandana style, right?
With a nice bow, it says for you.
The nice bow says, yes, thinking of you.
Again, I
Short
can
stuff.
cast an illusion, so I think what we do is I can cast an illusion of a bag of silver in the middle of the room and say, "Here,
No,
we
because
have your
then they're gonna be pissed the next time we come.
Yeah,
back.
there's no point in antagonizing him. We got to come back this way. We'll kill him later. It's fine.
All right.
Okay, so
All
it
right.
takes you a turn to pick up the gems and get yourself all sorted. What do you do with the gold torch?
Oh shit! That I can't get up my ass.
That you could illusion. That you could illusion into being a regular torch.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
we
David,
when we
that's a
get
perfect
close,
idea.
Absolutely, yeah.
That-
If it's
Into a regular
applicable,
game.
let me look. I don't think. No, because phantasmal force changes the appearance of an affected area or creating the appearance of something new. So I'm not illusioning an object into something else. I'm creating like a scene, like illusory terrain in modern games.
Okay,
wait,
so
is-
you couldn't have
is-
actually made it look like a
Wait,
bag of gold. Then.
Wait, I have an idea. Like we're in this corridor. Everything's dirty. It's full of shit. Why don't we just like rub shit all over it so that it looks like a regular torch?
And then
Again,
just
I can
jam it in
also-
the backpack.
Yeah,
Or
I
just
can also.
Bundle it up with our regular torches after we smear shit all over it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I can also cast illusory monster and have a skeleton be banging on the door. Like the point is, like, if we want to just like cut out and run, we can do it and then pay them next time.
Here we go. Like we drop the bag that we have prepared for them, and then you make your monster come, and we're like, oh shit, and we leave.
Are you leaving the torch?
No,
No,
we're taking it.
We,
We're taking it.
we
Who-
smear it with mud.
It's stored in the
Disguise it.
backpack
Who-
with
who-
our other
who
torches.
took it?
Okay, guys, what am I? I'm being so stupid. Jesus, I'm sorry. Reset. I can literally make the room look empty. That's the whole point of this spell. They don't have to know that we even walked through the room.
I'll create an illusion of the empty room. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
In case that fails, we're still gonna pack the torch with our other torches. John,
Yeah.
you want
So who's
someone to
carrying
take
torches?
the torch. Guys, please don't make me do it because I'm so close to second level and something
Oh.
bad is gonna happen to whoever carries it.
I can.
So
do it.
close.
I'll take it.
Everest is okay.
Alright.
So you pick up the torch.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. I'll empty the rest. I'll take one of my oil flasks and
I
refill.
don't think that's what he's getting at, Matt.
No, that's not
No,
what he's
no,
doing.
no. It's fine. This is all.
You
going
pick
to
up
be
the
good.
torch,
So-
and then what?
Yeah, exactly. You pick up the torch, Avaricios, and as you do so, black light emanates 20 feet from the torch, basically like in a flickering black light, like kind of spreads outwards 20 feet, and you're like, what the? And you instinctively try to let go of the torch, and your hand won't open up.
Yes, you got a cursed item. This is amazing. I haven't
First
seen one
cursed
of these.
item.
I haven't seen one of these since 1989. That's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, ever since that belt that made you swap your gender, that was the last one I saw.
Oh, yeah.
1989. Yeah.
We
Okay.
kept looking for another one to get it switched back, but no dice.
No, it never happened. And here
Never
I am.
happened.
Well, good news, they're not going to see us.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So
What does the
I
black
would-
light really mean, John?
So it's not darkness. It's not actually spreading darkness.
Oh,
It is
shit.
like a strange, arcane, like black light. So it's literally
Mhm.
like, picture it like, a Led Zeppelin poster sort of thing. You know what I mean?
It's a black light,
It's
man.
a black light. Yeah, it's a black light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's awesome.
Yeah, but it's not like cool and hip. It's like actually like awful and
Evil.
horrible and definitely evil. And
All right.
and you can tell that the thing has not a sentience, but it's delighting in the fact that you have picked it up.
Nice.
Oh,
I stopped
Do you
painting.
guys- Sorry.
I stopped painting the goblin with detergent to make him glow in the dark.
When I smiled and my teeth turned like blue.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Avaricios, where
I
was
have a
your
feeling.
sorry, to one quick question. Avaricios, where was your feather being kept?
Where did I put my feather? I guess I would have like tucked that into my put it in my belt.
Okay, so that the moment that the light goes on with that torch, your feather actually shrivels like it blackens and then singes away like.
So
Is ours?
That's probably not.
No, yours are
Well-
fine.
We can still go to heaven. That's good.
You can see too that as the black light explodes outward from the torch, that Avarice is holding like a lantern in one hand and the black light torch in the other one, right? That the shadows that are cast by his lantern seem to be darker the closer they are to Avaricios.
Oh,
That's
dude.
just great.
This is awesome.
On,
Okay.
So I'm thinking on the plus side that the halflings may not even want to talk to us when we walk into that room.
This is not good.
Well, I don't know enough about curse items. If we offer them and they like take it out of our Zeus's hand, does it like the ring of power go to them? You know,
It might. It
now
might.
they're stuck with it, like no take backsies.
Like, this is all we found, guys. This and the.
yeah,
and the
yeah.
All right, let's look literally on the bright side. Does this weird black light, at least can we see by it? Do we not need to use our lantern now?
No, not really. I mean,
Oh, perfect.
All right, I'll hold the lantern.
I actually I wouldn't say. I mean, it wouldn't have the, you know how it is. It wouldn't be the exact same amount of illumination as a regular torch, right? But yeah, I would say like in absence of if you were in total darkness, then it would definitely like illuminate something. It's a 20-foot radius though. It's also a 1-item slot thing that has to be in your equipped section.
All right, I'll take his lantern. I'll hold it, or we can put it out. But if he's full up, I can take the lantern. So
Let's
we still
just
have
keep
movement.
it lit because I don't trust that illumination.
Fine, we'll keep it lit.
Now, the other big question is, guys, is are we going to actually look through the other niches and spend the turn doing that, or are we just going to boogie?
I think we will. I think.
I-
You know what? There is a saying that pigs get fat, but hogs get slaughtered.
Yes, I agree with that slang. Let's
Okay,
get out of
yeah.
here.
That was a big haul. I feel convinced that we can leave now with the day's profit. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. Do we
Okay.
want to
so,
continue down the hallway that we have not explored with the assumption that it's going to curve back up?
I
Okay,
do
so
not
you're
want to do that. I think we should go back around to the statue of Thoth, the recorder.
So you don't want to go to the east. You want to go backtrack.
Well, some of those rats ran to the east, so I don't really want to go that way.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna
Let's
okay. So
go.
you backtrack as
Yep.
And are you going back to the statue, or are you actually going back to like the 4 statue room where there was Ma?
Oh, I think we should go to Thoth the recorder and see if we can see into the halfling debauch room there from there.
Okay.
I agree. I like that too.
Okay, cool. So you make your way back. I'm going to just take a quick look. We're looking at 100, about 180-ish, and you're moving much slower than normal.
Yeah.
What's the slowest movement right now? The exploration 60, right?
Yeah.
60. Okay, so you're actually moving
yes,
at probably around 40-ish. So I'm going to say that's going to be about, let's see. Yeah,
It's like 3 turns to get back to the
a
statue,
little
right?
bit. Yep. Rolling.
Okay.
Oh, lucky you. Okay. All right. So you crawl painstakingly over. Onweir is coughing and retching behind you as you make your way, clambering loudly over these, but nothing nothing comes into view. You don't hear any rats or anything like that. Appears they've gone to ground, and you come all the way back around to Thoth the Recorder. And indeed, as you kind of move your way around, you can see that it does indeed
It connects.
go 30 feet down a 10-foot wide corridor to the east. Look at that. Look at that map making. Oh, the people are missing it at home. Hold on. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the
It
map
worked.
making. Oh, it's beautiful.
It worked.
I love it. That's
And what's to the west and the south, John?
so let's see. Give me a sec. Sorry.
That's right.
So to the south and to the west.
I hope it's not
Okay.
skeletons or rats.
So to the south, you have your niches once again. They go straight
More
down.
niches south.
More
Okay.
niches. They go down another 40 feet. Okay. Peering around, you see that at the end of that 40 feet, there is a small, tiny door, very similar to the door that you entered this entire section from. That heads directly, that's facing south. Okay. And then it turns west, and like you were correct, all the way back in the day, Avaricios, that this is indeed a loop. And it goes.
Oh, I see.
And the corridor begins to slope down. Now, be aware that you have not gone down this section yet. Neither have you gone down the connecting section on the south end. Okay, you can
make some red lines in there or something, Ted, to show that we didn't do it yet.
Yeah,
there we go.
There you go. Perfect.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, and so
now,
the western
on the western side, it's a little bit more interesting. There is no niche, and it only goes back 10 feet from behind that statue. And ends on a solid wall that has a fresco on it. There is it's a pretty simple statue fresco that just kind of depicts Thoth the Recorder, but in a 2-dimensional space, obviously. And you notice that the beak on the ibis depicted on this fresco appears to be exaggerated a little bit, like it's a little bit larger than normal for some reason.
By a lever.
Tickle it with my feather.
So if you get up real close there, Ted, and you bring your feather up towards it, you can see that indeed, like where the nostril would be, there is actually a small catch.
Oh,
in the wall.
All right, let's save
do you
that.
pick his nose?
I think we should save that. Well, it could be a safe room on the other side.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah,
regardless, I'm gonna die, so I have to get out of the dungeon.
You wanna save it?
I'm down to do anything before we leave. I'm just letting you know. If you're saying that, for rest,
the reason
I'm saying, man, we're already somewhat lit up, right? So if you trigger another encounter, we could be fucked.
It's 5 p.m.
Exactly.
So you have 7 hours before he dies.
Right. Or worse,
Not dies,
I trigger. I activate it, and we don't encounter something. We don't really do what's on the other side, and someone else sees it. Like if the halflings are watching us or something. Let's save it till we're ready to go in.
Come and yeah, that gives us something to do tomorrow, right?
Okay.
So maybe make like
tomorrow
a secret door note there on that wall.
Yeah. Let's put that in red though. There we go. Okay. Blue. Okay. So
Now,
we can
is
just
this open? Is this archway open?
yes, which is
Okay.
one reason why we could be seen if they're watching us. So
While you guys are dicking around like that, John, I'm gonna creep to the edge of the hallway and see if I see the skeletons.
Okay, so once again, this is a very large chamber, so it's difficult to tell. It is lit though with torches, and you do indeed see it's partially blocked by the giant statue of Thoth in the middle. So you, but you looking around towards the entrance that leads to the gate to the halfling's lair back there, you do see in front of that there appears to be piles of bones that weren't there before.
Gotcha. They must have slung them to death
sweet.
while they were at the gates.
All right.
Nice. All right.
Can we just sneak out, do you think? Or are you going to try the spell, Anwar?
Reading the details, it requires concentration, and concentration is broken by movement. So I could use the spell for all of you to go through unseen, but then I would have to follow myself, which I'm fine to do, by the way.
You're
but that's-
diseased. They're not going to want to mess with you. You're just like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine to risk it and see what happens. It's up
I
to
don't
you
know,
guys.
man. Maybe we just stick with the original plan and give him the 45 silver or whatever, and be like, "This is what we found, and my friend is sick, so we're taking him back up to the hotel." You know.
I wonder if there's anything we can do to either take advantage of this weird thing that I can't let go of. I mean, it
let's
feels.
just, you know what? Let's just walk for the exit. If they
Yeah.
stop us, we throw them the coin. If they don't, we show them our diseased friend and our cursed friend, and we say, "Look, we've had a horrible day."
All right, so you
Don't
move,
go down that hallway.
you move into the room,
Yeah.
and you hear it. Oi! Where do you think you're going? Kung, 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 kung.
I hack really loudly and like spit on the ground.
Oh, you met with something bad down there, did you? Well, she like runs her hand through like her greasy spiked hair, like spikes him up a little bit. She's like, it's all par for the course. But I hear you jingling and jangling. What do you got for us there, friends, before you make your way back up to the Broken Head?
This
I've
torch.
got the little pouch, and I just toss it to her.
She snatches it like expertly out. Silver, eh? That's all right. Every little bit helps, I suppose. What do you say, boys? And she tosses it over her shoulder, and like another one snaps it up. And in one of the, he's like, you know what I like? I like what the pretty man over there is carrying. Hand it over.
Take it.
You want
Yeah,
this?
just walk up and hand it to him.
This is
Yeah,
what
that
you want.
thing. I like the way it glows. It's a pretty thing.
Good luck. I've been trying to drop it now for.
Don't
like
say anything.
20
Don't say.
minutes.
Just let him take it.
Oh, you want?
Don't
Oh,
say
sure,
anything.
sure. Take.
Just hand it to him.
Give it here. It's yours.
Great, thanks so much. And he like reaches up with like his little small hand. And he's like, all right, stop playing games. Give it over now.
I did.
You agreed.
Yeah, it's yours. Take it.
Well,
What?
hand it over then. Stop playing. Rose Kelly, what's he doing?
I'm trying. It's not.
Priest,
think
you
it's
stop
cursed.
fucking around.
We think it's cursed. He can't drop it.
Get a load of this. That
Look-
torch,
look
should you
at
give
the-
us a torch right now? And sorry,
John, where are they all positioned before this escalates further?
basically like the same
they
way
all-
that it was before. So like they're closer
So
to
they're
the gate.
outside of the portcullis.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna, I guess walk. Guys.
You should just leave, man. Just go.
Give it here.
No, I
Drop
mean,
it. No funny
I'm
business.
Serious. I'm serious.
It's
Like,
cursed. He can't
he
drop
can't
it.
let go.
Who do you?
What
You
about
take us
Walk?
for a bunch of fools.
Pry his fingers off. He's not
Yeah,
resistant.
seriously,
Really,
take
I'll
it.
try it.
Try his hand.
They draw their blades. They're like, none of this funny talk. You give it to us right now. In fact, I want to see all of you. I want to see all of you. Empty your pockets, empty your packs. I don't like the look of any of you fucking around with us like this. We agreed to this. We agreed to a fair.
Yeah, and you got the coin, and there's the item. He literally cannot let go of it. As soon as he picked it up, it started glowing like that.
How about we give you
And-
another 10% of the silver we find for your trouble? Believe me, if we could get rid of this cursed item, we absolutely would. But we'll give you another 45 silver out of the 450 we found. We don't want any trouble. We're going to be coming back down here. We have to go back and search the area that we just left. So we don't want any trouble. And I keep my hands away from my weapons, you know?
It is pretty easy. Really, I do not want it, but physically I cannot let it go.
Yeah.
You got to believe me.
I put my pack down, which the silver is in, and I count out 45 silver from that.
Who's got the most amount of shit in their pack? Like who's got like the most obviously like big pack?
Mine's actually fairly small. Like I don't have.
Mine looks like it's mostly made out of rope.
Yeah, mine is a crowbar, a tinderbox, a water skin, 6 torches, rations, large sack, and the short sword.
Never mind. I'm just gonna roll 3. That is 10. Squeegee.
Christ. Okay.
It's like we don't like to be fucked around with. We're the ones that do the fucking around.
I don't suppose my 13 charisma.
We already don't like you. We're gonna keep our eyes out for you. You know, and as collateral, we'll take your pack.
Okay. Collateral. What do you mean collateral?
You can come back on the next time you pick it up. And don't forget your pay.
Walk over to the portcullis door.
David,
where do you think you're going? They all like barricaded. You're not going anywhere near there. What do you think you're doing? You give us the pack as collateral. Don't forget when you come back and you all feel fresh and ready to go adventuring again that you're going to owe us another 10 gold.
What do you mean by collateral? What do you want to?
It promises that you're going to be coming back.
I get it. Let me ask you this. I hear what you're saying. I recognize this looks weird. You asked for something. He won't let go of it. How can we convince you that we're serious about this? What can we do to convince? Like, you want to try and pry his fingers off? Be my guest. Like I feel like you think we're lying.
I do feel like you're lying. I feel like you're holding something back. I feel that you've got more treasure than that you're not actually giving us a full 10%.
Look, we found a giant rat's nest over there. It had a shit ton of silver in it. And this damn thing, which we can't get rid of.
Which
we will gladly, if you can pry it out of his hands, give it to you. Free and clear, plus the silver.
You can see they're all like tearing up at you, like looking all like...
He can't let go of it.
Now, I am kind of fond of my fingers, though. So let's within reason. I mean,
who's the strongest one amongst all of you?
He goes. She goes. Brucey, get over here. Grab the priest's hand. Bang it a few times against a stone.
Oh, now okay.
You can't do any damage to our priest. We need him. I'll hold his wrist. One of you hold his wrist. The other one of you pry the hand open. Just please keep in mind, he's got some horrible disease. We don't know if it's catching.
He's like,
we need to get to a doctor.
He comes over and he grabs her. He grabbed her hand, and he's a pretty beefy halfling. You know what I mean? He's looking at Andreas, who's actually not too bad himself. You know, but he does it. He like grips the torch and he like literally tries to wrench your fingers off of it, and to no avail. And it's like, whoa. He's either much stronger than he looks, or he can't let go of that torch, Ross Kelly. I've never seen the light before.
On his face.
Well, but she's got her hands on her hips, and she just sort of like looks up at you with her spiked hair, and she's just like, "You're fucked."
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we know. Now, can we give you an extra 45 silver just to call this even and just be done with it?
Yeah, that will. Fair enough.
All right,
you're up the river as it is. I suggest let loose your dead weight over there. Be much more free.
We're probably gonna try
me or him.
We got to see if somebody can cast or remove curse or something on him. Anyway.
Okay. 40. Okay, so she's like, money.
Yeah, all right. I give her the 45 silver. Let's just get out of here.
Okay. I love how much you hate these guys.
I fucking hate them, dude. I'm gonna wear that one's head as a hat. I'm gonna wear it as a hat.
I can tell you because it is literal gatekeeping. It's just the tax for adventure. I can tell it's just you bastards. Okay.
Well, as you said, John, our job is to make money, and yours is to take it away.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So
good job, John. This is going down on your permanent record.
I've done my job. Okay. So we
get out of there.
Pleasure doing business with you. Best of luck to you, Frater. all the best.
No, thank you very much. I don't think you're sincere at all.
Well, you still got one hand to drink with. That's what you priests of Lysaon are so good at.
That's right.
All right.
All right.
Hope to see
let's
you
get
next
outta here.
time. Don't forget 10 GP next time you come down.
Yeah. Okay.
And you make your way back up the stairs. So don't forget that
I would just like to say
Yeah.
that I'm glad they didn't take my backpack because I'm carrying the solid gold rod.
All right, next time that goes up the dwarf's butt.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't forget that this stairway that led down is 350 feet. Like it's a long journey up. Okay. By the time you're at the end of it, Onweir, you're all out of breath, but Onweir is like dragging behind. Like you basically have to like carry him practically as he's really dragging ass out of his way up here. Once again,
I'm gonna write in chalk on the way up, adding to the graffiti.
Yeah.
Halflings blow donkeys.
Nice. It's official. Halflings
Bastards.
There is
Thieving halfling scum. Halflings blow donkeys. Primroses are putts. All of that.
Let's get. I'll get you.
Her name was. Her name is Winterleaf.
Yeah, but don't they work for Primrose?
No, Plumthorn. I think.
Plumthorn. Thank you.
You know what I'll do is like every time you kind of come up and down this stairway, I'll just give you like a free graffiti until we run out of it.
That's cool.
How about that? Okay, so you see one that says, "The Darlings claim this level. All the treasure is ours. So long, suckers."
Cool.
Oh, well, that showed us.
I mean, that's
All right, we better leave, guys.
Well, you do remember that there was a group called
Darlings or whatever. Yeah,
right.
Dilbert's Darlings or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dalton.
Thank you.
So
like
we'll say
Dilbert
that
better.
by the amount of time that it takes to get back up to the top, it is your lantern basically goes out. So you do have to erase that.
I mean, can we go by the weird black light of? I mean, I've got to hold the thing anyway. Does it help?
Yeah, you can't. I just want to make sure that you're aware that I haven't quite figured it out, but there's no way that can substitute for just a straight up lantern. You know what I mean? Like it's just not going to function like a normal lantern. Like it will. I don't know right now, but it will have some sort of detrimental side effect.
It's going to suck in some way, but we don't know what it is.
Yeah, but I will say that you can save your lantern.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna be gone in a minute. Get us back to the inn.
How many turns did you have left on the lantern?
Let me check. So, when we entered into the tomb, I think by the time we got to the rat fight, I had used 3.
Okay.
So there were 11 turns left, of which I had used.
Okay, so let's just—I don't know what it was. Well, we'll say you have 8 more turns left on the lantern. Okay, so just mark that down. So you use your black light to get all the way back up. It's a little bit creepy going all the way back up past all of this stuff, and then where is this? Where's the pyramid here? Give me a sec. Pyramid. Sorry, give me one moment. Up pyramid, where are you? There you are. Oh. Gotta roll some dice. That's what I thought. All good. Okay, so you managed to get back up there. Remember that underneath there was the iron handle below that thing, and you have to shove it aside, and you open up in that opening there that reaches up into the platform on top of the pyramid, and ibis-headed Thoth stares down below you as all 4 baboons are also staring at you as well. And Thoth has
not live baboons, right? These are statues, right?
That's right. Yeah. So Thoth has
that'd be an unpleasant thing.
Thoth has his arms out.
They didn't reset when we closed the door, or did they pop up when we open it?
They pop up when you open it, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And then it remains open for a little while. It depends on how long you actually stay up here, but right now they are straight out again.
Right.
And you look out over the ruins of Arden Vul, and because it's been a gloomy day to begin with, and the sun is actually at this point, I would say getting up and out of there. We'll just round it to like probably getting all the way back up. It would take some time actually. 5.
You said six turns on the stairs to go up, or to go. It was 6 turns going down, so I don't know if it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, so I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt. We'll say it's about an hour later. So it's about 6 p.m. So the sun is setting in the west as you come out. It's a beautiful view of Arden Vul in the darkness. And you can see the twinkling lights of the guard tower in the distance, and of the broken head. This is the latest you've actually been in the midst of the ruins.
Ugh.
And you know
Yeah,
that
you need to hustle.
You probably want to hustle, yeah. So I
Okay.
assume that you're going to go as quickly as you possibly can.
Yep.
Okay.
I think so.
One moment, please.
Safety and speed on this occasion, I think.
We're trying to go to Gosterwick, though, right? Not the end.
No, we're going to the end because you
We're going
got
to
to
the end.
get.
Closest, yeah.
Gosterwick's a half a day away.
Poison and the end.
No, you don't have to get cured right away. You have to get to a safe space to not die tonight.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
No,
not to
right,
mention,
right.
the innkeep's wife is a cleric, so she might have some juju in there anyway.
If you want to do Gosterwick, you could actually technically make it as long as nothing happens along the way. There is enough time. Because it takes 4 hours to get there from the base of the falls. And so that would be...
Yeah. How much time am I bedridden regardless if I'm not cured?
I just made up that rule on the fly. I'm just saying, like, instead of you being bedridden for a month, I'm just saying, like, if you can get to a bed before night falls, then you'll be fine next morning.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But there is a time pressure right now.
I don't want to hazard. I don't want to hazard Gosterwick. I'll just say that right now. I don't want to try and get there.
Let's just go to the end.
Okay, cool. All right, so you bolt down the steps and you go as fast as you possibly can, racing the sun as you see like the guards up top. They're like, "Hey, it's you guys. All right. What's the okay? All right." You're like, "Oh."
You later. We're in a hurry.
And you could, they're like kind of laughing, like they've seen this scene before too, like people like bolting out of the pyramid and running for the inn.
Now I've got this like weird black light thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
You'll be sleeping in the tower tonight. I think it's.
What the matter? It's just a black light. I'm sure it's fine.
So you come back to the inn, and it's mealtime, right? It's like dinner time when you get back there, and Kronos and Estelle are serving the knights who have completely divested themselves of all of their armor, and it's obviously they sort of made like a temporary home here while they wait to see if Dalton's darlings maybe show up. They do have their swords in scabbards, sort of like lying against the side of like the tables that they're at, and they do instinctively grab those as the doors open, with their eyebrows raised and a slight smile on their faces as they're kind of hoping that you were Dalton's darlings. And as you brush off the grime and Animal stumbles in, they kind of look a little bit disappointed that you're not who they. They're like, "Oh, you're welcome back, welcome back." And Estelle's like, "Oh my friend, what happened?" And she tucks Anweir away. It's rat bites. I can tell already. Horrible.
I got bit by a rat too, by the way.
Yes, I also did.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
forget.
But this man is suffering.
Oh, I don't know, suffering. I mean, he's kind of a,
Yes, take care of me, mommy.
please.
Please.
I mean,
hustles
look at the guy.
She hustles you away, and she's more what's the word for it? Effusive with her desire to help Anweir than would particularly absolutely be necessary. And you can see Kronos is sort of like, he's got his big, he's got his arms like resting on top of his belly, and he's sort of like just kind of watching the two of you go off, and he's like, okay. So, welcome back then.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Innkeeper, my friend. Rooms for us and food if you have it still, and
We're an inn, aren't
beds.
we?
Yes, and everything else. And I need to go to bed And
Okay.
yeah,
So I do believe you guys you do need to pay this time around.
yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
Yep.
We're out of.
What does
we're
he
out of-
charge again?
So you want the bunk room? You got money
Yeah,
now.
I think so.
Bunk room is 10 SP per day or 3 GP per week.
10 SP per day per person.
Yeah.
Well, that's 40 SP. So we have the money. We can just take it out of the big giant pile of
Yeah.
coins that we just got. Does
Yeah,
that include
let's pay him.
food or no?
No. Food
I
is
don't-
two silver for a simple meal, 2 GP for a rich meal.
Oh,
I
simple
think
food is fine as long as there's plenty
simple
of it.
fare. Yeah,
Okay.
simple
So
fare.
12 times, so we need 48,
Silver.
48 silver.
Do we want to do it all from one, or do we want to each do?
Let's just do it from. Let's just count that
Do it from the pile.
459 silver as like party shares kind of thing, right?
Right.
Just-
So that
But
leaves.
we need to know like whose pile it comes out of, so we can adjust.
Well, we'll divvy that up in a second. So that leaves 321 silver.
No, don't forget we got rid of 90 silver for the halflings.
I already calculated that.
Okay.
We had
Well,
459. Oh, it was 90, wasn't it? I
yeah.
may have done the math wrong.
So we should have had like
No, I did do the math right.
369 after that.
That's what I had. 369 minus 48 is 321. I did do the math right.
So Finitior Stonehands comes over. This is the one that has like the curly, bright red hair that kind of sprouts from the side of his head.
Yeah.
And I was like, so did it. I can't remember what voice I did for these three, so apologies to everyone out there if I've screwed up.
That's all right.
Whatever.
How
So
dare
did
you.
any? He's like
Wait a minute,
looking-
wait a minute. Hold. You guys pick on me for not getting my voice right every time.
You,
I've got.
You
Either got
have
a
one
soundboard, you
voice
got to
to
let
do.
John
You
have
don't-
it.
I play the
don't
world.
give us
Ted.
treasure.
Yeah, you have one voice to do. That's it.
So
Man.
he kind of comes over and he's like looking around at your packs. He's like, so any statues perhaps?
Yes, we found 4 30-foot high porphyry statues of the of Thoth and Ma'at. Oh, they're huge. We claimed those. They're ours. You can pick them up anytime you want.
Well, it's delightful to hear that you found some statues, but I'm afraid that in order to provide you with recompense, we would need you to actually haul them out.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
they're
there's a
pretty
very
big.
substantial delivery charge on that.
Well, you do what you
Yeah.
have to do. The money is here whenever you need it. But I'm so glad
I
that you
see
found
how it
something.
is.
Good to know. Isn't that right, gentlemen? You see like the one behind him, this Godric the Wise. He's like, bring it to me. Okay,
Weird.
so
Statue merchants.
so you bed down for the night and you get some food. And you are not in the morning. You're fine. You got back in time. So this is actually a perfect place to stop.
Yeah.
Did you so we can let folks know, or do you plan to, or we may talk about it on Discord too, do you plan to just go right back down in the pyramid, or did you want to try to find a different entrance?
No, I think we go right back down.
I think we go back down, but we should hide some of our coin and treasure. Like maybe
Yeah.
I shouldn't be carrying the golden rod around. And
Yeah,
So-
maybe like
The only thing is that goldenrod might be a fit into something that we are going to run into, right?
even so, I think think it's worth it to hide it and then come back and get it.
Yeah,
back.
you'll have to.
I-
What we should do, like, and we won't bore people with this on stream, but what we should do in the
Yeah.
interim is that these guys will need to you need to recapitulate all your encumbrance, like, really decide where you're storing stuff, what you're bringing with you, and also don't forget too that you can buy stuff from the peddler if you want to. We'll say he's back,
Right.
But you will be paying those exorbitant prices. So just be aware
Right.
of what you might want to be bringing in.
I'll just throw this out before we call it for the night. I think we should go to Gosterwick and have somebody look at that weird torch thing.
Yeah, see if somebody can get it. Well,
that's not a bad idea.
can the cleric who is here? I mean, I kind of look up to her.
Stell?
She knows what she's doing, and is she able to cast the remove curse? Is she able to?
She's okay. So this is actually a good place to end. She looks at it and she's, you can't. This is a horrible thing. You can't remove it.
Believe me, we've tried. I can't will it away, and they tried to.
We didn't
pry my
try
fingers.
everything.
Well,
Okay, everything I'm willing to try at this point.
Okay.
she looks at. She's like, well, just perhaps this is after she's like done with Onweir. She's like, well, I guess perhaps I'm more favored in the eyes of Tychius than you are of Lysion. It's all right. It's all right. Happens.
I'm trying. I'm studying real hard. I'm trying to, put in a good word here and there.
Well, the
He
goddess
knows a
of
spell.
the goddess of luck and of fate happens to be smiling upon even those who don't directly worship her. So, in that regard, I do have the power to share her boon upon you and remove you of this curse. Now, we don't do these things for free, of course.
Of course not. I'm sure like a minor, a little donation, of course, I'm sure.
Right. By donation, I'm thinking that perhaps you have the look as, this will be the last time you make a foolish mistake like that, and that you are capable and hearty adventurer. Many future and successful delves in your future. So every time you come back, I'd say that I'd like 40% of whatever you bring in gold piece value.
Fangu, huh? No.
Okay, this is it is good to know your offer is very generous. I will have to think about it.
Well, that's the subscription service. If you'd rather pay for the upfront fee, the upfront fee will be 2,000 gold.
Oh, you know what? It really just kind of it's nice not to have to hold and worry about gripping or slipping.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just.
Let's
really
go to
good.
Gosterwick. I bet you can get it down for 1,000 gold, maybe.
Yeah, the
How are you
offer's
going
on,
to change your shirt, man?
the offer's on the table, she says, if you ever feel the need to put your torch down.
How's he gonna wipe his ass?
Well,
Wait, if I stop focusing on it, does my arm slowly rise up like this?
No, there's no freedom. Nothing about freedom in this thing. It is anti-freedom.
John, do I level?
I have no idea.
Come on. I
Probably.
think I already leveled.
Probably.
Didn't I already level?
Yeah, I thought you did level. Oh,
I just
because-
haven't
least
actually.
worked in a safe place.
We hadn't gotten a safe place.
That's true. We'll make it a happy ending. Goran had enough XP from last session to actually level, but we weren't in a safe haven because we had to cut it off in media res with the skeletons. But now that he's at a safe haven and he wakes up the next day, he levels up. So Goran is now level 2. Onweir Squeegee is still level 1. Avaricios is level 2 as well. Although you did get a lot of treasure, which is going to be a lot of XP. So
I wasn't crazy.
And we defeated rats.
you defeated
And
rats.
We defeated rats, and we discovered cool feather things.
You actually do get the XP for the skeletons as well. Don't forget, it's overcoming an obstacle,
right.
not necessarily killing them. So
Running away screaming counts.
Yep, exactly. Anyways,
Not
so
dying. That's your
I don't think it's
reward.
going to be enough to actually raise. Definitely not Onweir, but maybe Squeegee. I won't put it out of the realm of possibility. We'll see. But anyways,
Can I roll my hit points?
you want to roll your points right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I got to get this screen up here for Mike, the main character.
Oh, man.
Hold
Come
on.
on, man. This is a lot of lead up for me to roll a 1. Let's go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep.
Do it, my man.
Oh yeah.
What'd you get?
That
Oh, a
damn
6.
die.
Nice.
The damn die was teetering on a first a 1, then a 3, and then it rolled onto a 6.
That's great. So what's your total now then?
So now I have 11 hit points, baby.
11 hit points.
Sweet.
Nice. Okay, so last thing we do before we sign off here with everybody. Everyone wakes up the next morning. You gain a hit point from rest.
Right.
And then the last thing we'll do is we'll do a quick weather check. We'll leave it at that.
All right.
So let me get my good old
Can I roll?
Dolman Wood sheet up here. Exploring the wild. Here we go. Ready.
I'll roll. 7.
7's a good one. I know it's a good
Yes.
one. Warm and sunny.
Nice.
Warm and sunny day tomorrow. Okay.
Not
Okay.
only that, I am 1 day closer to healing my oozing wounds.
Yes, that's true. It's only a couple more days
Guys.
away. Yep.
We have enough money to go get hirelings now.
All right. That's it. Great session, guys. Lots of fun. Everybody, thanks again for watching 3D6 Down the Line. You know what to do. You need to like and subscribe, and you need to spread the word amongst all your friends and neighbors and give them the watch. Hope you guys had a great time, and we will see you all next time. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
John. Bye-bye.